They said they're offering the same thing. You know, how many times I used to hear that a lot on my sales calls. Maybe you guys have heard that too. Maybe drop a one if you have. Yeah, I hear the same thing. We all, at the end of the day, we all kind of offer the same offer. So how do you be different? The only way to be different, the only way to scale is to have that market authority, to have that space in the market share that you are an authority. That is why getting in these publications is so important, because they're going to be Googling you guys. How many of you, it's Christmas time, right? How many of you were like, you know, my brother really wanted a pair of Nikes, but I'm just gonna like Google what the price is, like what's the best I can get them for? Or maybe your mom wanted a vacuum cleaner. So you're looking at like, what is the cheapest or the best vacuum cleaner? You're reading reviews. Guys, if you're doing that for $50 products, what do you think your competitor or your clients are doing for your service, which is thousands of dollars? You better believe they're doing their due diligence and researching you. They're putting your name, your company name into Google, and things better pop up, because if they don't pop up, they're not going to go with you. They're going to go with your competitors. Okay, that's why publicity is so important. Let's make 2021 the year that we dominate, we become the industry leaders, and we get what's ours. Yes, yes. Can I get an amen? All right.
Absolutely. We got Giovanni here says, when I get Googled, the only thing you see is a mugshot.
So you need PR. You need PR.
PR, that's what it's saying. Unless you got like some sort of side business we don't know about. But that's why I made this guide for you. And can we drop it in the chat right now?
Sure can. Here it goes.
All right. Awesome.
Why don't we want to get some engagement or anything? Anybody want it?
Oh, there goes my man.
You want to learn how to be in Business Insider Inc. Entrepreneur Magazine? Is this even interesting to you? Come on, let's hear some love. Let's hear that you want this.
It's too late now because Matt's already dropped it.
I know, right? I dropped. My bad. My bad.
Come on, guys. This is how we get the engagement going.
I have a question. What is your dream publication? Write it below. If you could be in any publication, what do you in your mind would be like, that would be legit if I could be there? You know, drop it below. Let's hear what you want. That's important, because guys, what's really important is that these publications that you're after, why they're so prominent is, one, it's authority, it's credibility, but two, SEO wise, they have really high domains, you know? And so they're going to come up first on Google, and they're most searchable, right? And having your name associated with entrepreneur or things like that, Inman, that's powerful. That's extremely powerful for market positioning. So in this guide that Matt just dropped, we're going to go over exactly to show you how to learn how to get published in Forbes, Entrepreneur, Inc., Business Insider. I'm going to go over the difference between what an editor is and what a contributor is. Who here knows the difference between an editor and a contributor? No? Okay, guys, that's so important.
Edits the thing, and then the contributor is the person that submits it. that's my guess.
You're close. That's good.
I'm gonna assume that the editor is the person that's actually making the decision.
The editor is the one who makes the final say of what gets published in the magazine. Now, if you're pitching to a huge publication, good luck trying to get in contact with the editor, right? You're going to deal with the contributors. The contributor is someone who has a title. They can publish as many pieces as they want. They have the editors already approved them. So if you pitch a contributor, it's easier because they have to write a certain number of articles for this publication. They're struggling. But if you say, hey, I have this great idea. I am a real estate marketing master, and I have all these great tips that your audience would love to know about real estate marketing. And I already wrote the article for you. Would you be interested in publishing it? You'll have a better in, as opposed to, hey, I'm kind of nobody right now. I want to talk to the main editor guy. That's kind of hard. It's easier if the publication is smaller. So if you just want to start small, then talk to the editor, right? And maybe build your way up to going to the big ones and starting with the contributors. But that's the difference. The editor is the end all be all, and the contributor is the one that writes for the magazine. You'll see this a lot in big publications.
Love it. Love it.
So does anybody have any questions or anything?
Any quick questions, guys, girls, anybody who's watching?
Guys and gals?
Guys and gals, men and women. I don't know what we're supposed to say. Is there anybody watching this with questions? That's what we say, right?
Let's make 2021 the year that you are an actual industry leader. I don't know if you've set your goals yet, guys, but that's the number one thing that you want to do is be the industry leader, have that authority in your marketplace. Recessions come and go, pandemics come and go, but the one thing no one can take away from you is the power of your personal brand. So boom, let's get into it. download my free lead magnet. It's my gift to you guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And yes, love you all. Excited for 2021.
Well,
Love
Victoria,
it. If people want to contact you, where do they reach out?
Find me at victoriaspr.com, or, just send me a message on Facebook, guys.
just
I'm a
Google
normal.
her. I'm sure if you
Oh,
Google
no.
Victoria
Oh,
Academy.
RIP. Send me a message. I'm here to help. And I hope you guys have a great new year.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Victoria, thank you so much for jumping on the Christmas special. Really, really appreciate you doing this. And we also appreciate you, just the contribution you've given to the REMCM group and the Academy, and everybody that you've helped out, all our members, all our Academy members as well. It's been great. And it's been great knowing you and working with you over the past year. Thanks again, Victoria. Okay. Have an amazing Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you in the new year.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Take care. Thanks again. All right. Well, that was fun. Good
Ready
stuff.
for the next one?
We're
Also,
engaging,
if you guys are watching, you have to watch the whole thing. But if you stay live for the whole thing, we are going to put out a link shortly that you're going to be able to sign up on. And that is going to get you a link to everybody who's dropping gifts, dropping things, dropping whatever, cheat sheets, lead magnets, whatever you want to call them, mini courses or guides or whatever it is that people are bringing to the table. We do have a link where you're going to be able to sign up and get all of them sent to you in email when we are finished. So with that, let's bring on our next guest, Aaron Harris. Aaron Ace Harris. There we go. My bad. Aaron, what's going on, man?
Oh, look at that.
Like that. Yeah,
Love it.
in the Christmas spirit. What's going on, fellas? How y'all boys doing?
How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. Counting down, ready for some eggnog.
Yeah, right. I just went to go get some and they were out. So we're going back to the old faithful.
You just scramble some eggs, man. Put some rum on it. Tastes the same.
There you go. Same thing, right? I'm actually getting ready to run out and pick up my daughter and pick up some on my way in. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a good holiday.
Well, this is a special year for you, Aaron. Your daughter, her first Christmas. That's going to be exciting. Yeah, you guys excited about that?
Yeah, baby's first Christmas. So so she turned 6 months last week, and then we're gonna line them up. Grandparents and everybody else who wants to come show some love will stop by the house. So
awesome.
It's gonna be a good time.
Best part about it is that you get to play with all the gifts.
100%.
It's like when my first daughter was born, it's like, okay, 3 years old. What is a 3-year-old little girl like? Racetrack. Right? Like Xbox. Right? You can justify it, right?
Definitely. 100%.
Absolutely. Well, Aaron, hey, thanks for coming on the show. I know that you're super, super busy running your very successful agency, Key Marketing, and we appreciate you coming on the show and dropping some value here today. Thanks a lot, and I hope everybody that's watching really appreciates you taking that time.
Yeah, 100%. I love you guys. I love the community. Don't got a lot of time, right? Gotta pick the baby up, but did want to stop by for a few minutes just to say, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and drop some value for you guys.
Awesome.
Love it.
And so I guess even jumping into that, obviously the group is pretty diverse. It's agents, it's new marketers, it's more established marketers. So I was trying to figure out what would be a good middle way, good segue. And so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is drop the ultimate step-by-step guide to landing local real estate clients.
Love it.
Even the big guys, even little guys, one thing that I find is that, as a real estate marketer, like there's no reason you shouldn't have 3 to 5 local real estate agents in your marketplace.
100%.
Even if you're brand new, you're starting out with no case studies, no social proof. Your ability to be that marketing guy, the ability to shake hands, the ability to smile and make connections automatically will set you apart from me or any of the big guys, right? Even Zillows, whoever it is. And so I got a free guide that's going to help people do that. And then to take it a step further, just for those who are a bit further in their journey, right? So maybe you're 10, 20, 50, 50K and trying to get to that 7-figure mark, right? That's usually the goal for a lot of people. What I'm going to do is DM me after pretty much any time between now and Christmas. Just DM me, mention that you saw the live and that you're interested in coaching. And then we're cutting coaching pricing for the next 3, because I only can take time for 3 people based on just my current schedule. But for the next 3 people that reach out to me, I'm basically cutting in half or 50%. And so that's going to be for the next 90 days. We're going to get Q1 started with a bang for the new year. So
that's
awesome.
Both
for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And just a reminder to people. So we had Aaron on the last
link
time.
real quick.
What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Let me get some engagement. We only got 20, like
Oh, yeah.
we only got a few people on here. Get people to work. They want freebies, so get people to work here. So who wants Aaron's freebie? What do we want to do? Hashtag what?
Local agents. How about that?
Local agents,
There we
guys.
go.
Hashtag local agents. Let's go ahead. Let's get some engagement here. We want as many people as possible. The whole idea of this Christmas special is to bring on the guests that we've had on Whiskey Thursday in the past, and also to add as much value as possible to the community. You know, we've been building this community for the past 2 years. Everybody that's coming on the show and that has been on the show has been a part of that. And you know, of course, we really appreciate, you know, taking the time out of your day, Aaron, to come on and drop some amazing value. But I do want to say something about the coaching. So for anybody that doesn't know this, Aaron was the first person I had ever paid for coaching. Aaron was the first guy. Like, I reached out and I said, Aaron, do you do coaching? He's like, yep, I do coaching. Here's my price. I'm like, holy shit, that's expensive. I'll pay it. And then I paid it. But it was something like, to be honest, that 1 hour, and it was probably some of the best coaching I've gotten at the time that I really, really needed. And Aaron really organized the entire coaching call. It was really well done, had a slide deck and everything. And I'm taking screenshots. I'm like, oh my God. And it's just like, there were 2-3 things out of that coaching call that I was able to leverage and use inside of my business. And it was well worth the money. So the fact that Aaron is allowing 3 people that are watching the live tonight to jump on a coaching call with him, I think you're going to get a ton of value, and you're getting that for 50% off, which is great. Plus, the guide that you're going to drop as well. So
yeah, 100%. And even with the coaching, we've taken it to a new level, right? So we'll still jump on a Zoom and, you know, get the bases out, but then we also give you 24/7 access via Voxer for 30 days. So kind of think of me as your guardian angel sitting on your shoulder, helping you figure out whatever problem you're having, whether it's sales, whether it's scaling, whether it's fulfillment, automation, you know, just whatever you need. So it gets real fun.
Love it.
Awesome.
Love it.
Man.
So
well, we got a lot of people looking for the guide, man.
Yeah, ton of people looking for the guide. So let's drop that in the comments. And then any tips for people going into 2021? What are you thinking? What do people need to do this year to stand out, to be different, to grow?
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, going into 2021, even with the pandemic and everything going on, one of the things that I found is that when things are good, you know, people need us just as real estate marketers. But surprisingly, when things are bad, they need us even more, right? Because we solve the problem. We're the bill that pays the other bills. And so just going to 2021 with that mindset, go in there with that confidence, go in there with that vision, you're going to be set up to be successful.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. I think, you know, we're the bill that pays the bills.
100%.
Like that's huge, right? A lot of people don't understand that. You got to remember that when you're reaching out, you know, when you're making those contacts, like, hey, you're not just trying to make a sale. You're trying to help somebody.
That's it. Yeah. We're here to change lives. So man, I just sent you that in the chat here. So you grab that and
Perfect.
Post it. And then let me know if you have any problems. I actually do got to run here, fellas, but it's been fun. Anybody have questions, reach out to me.
Sounds
awesome.
Good. Thanks
Aaron,
so much,
thanks
Aaron.
a lot. Merry Christmas and enjoy this special time with your daughter, and all the best to you and your family. Thank you so much for being part of the community and adding so much value to everybody here. Really appreciate it.
Always and forever, man. Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas, man. Take care. Love it. All right, let's see. So he just sent me the link. Let me see if I can get this. In the meantime, while I'm working on that, let's bring on Luke Shankula.
Oh my God, I don't want to talk to Luke.
Luke, what's going on, man? You got a video?
Luke doesn't even want to show his face.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's going on, man?
Hey, we haven't seen you in a long time. Where you been?
I don't know, man. I've been taking a little bit of a hiatus off of Facebook, a little bit. You know, it's been a lot, man. It's Facebook gets a little overwhelming. We've been going through a lot of changes, growth. You know, I brought on new ops manager, tech person. There's been a lot going on. Plus, Facebook's been a total plus for the last few months. So you know, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. So.
Well, it's awesome. Well, hey, listen, thanks for jumping on today. Really appreciate it. We know it was last minute with you too. So
it's all good.
Yeah, no, it's great, man. It's nice to have you here, and it's nice to see you. I thought you just disappeared, you know? I just like, Luke's off of Facebook, he's gone.
Yeah,
just
it's pretty much
shut it all down.
it's like that. It's like that saying: if a tree falls in the woods, did it actually happen or whatever, and no one heard it or something like that? It's like same thing, right? If you're not on Facebook, do you even exist, right? Yeah.
You know what the crazy thing about it, and I always say this, you know, like people, I mean, this is why it's so important to remain in front of your customers, right? And or at least your audiences, right? I mean, we're working with real estate agents or mortgage brokers or whatever that is. It's so critical to stay in front of, because people forget you like that, right? Like it's within 2 to 3 days, man, you are forgotten. And like I noticed you one day, and then a couple of days later, I just forgot Luke Shankula existed.
Hey, that's the beauty of paid ads, though, right? I mean, we spend 10, 15 grand a month on paid ads, and I just don't really want to work so hard to bring people. So I haven't really done much organic marketing and stuff like that. And, you know, obviously I grew my business pretty much to multiple 6 figures off of organic. And it wasn't until the beginning of this year really that we started pushing hard on paid. But it's been an animal, right? Getting paid ads to convert, like it's obviously what we teach our clients as well as marketers to. It's different than referrals. It's different than that. It's like, and I had to, you know, basically what it's called, eat the frog or whatever, and learn the process, right? I had to change our offers, had to, you know, the sales team, stuff like that. It's been a journey for sure. And finally, we're seeing huge momentum. The sales guys are finally converting. It's crazy because I know it's not really what I was coming to talk about, but hey, that's what's been big for us this year is kind of becoming a leader and growing the team, and, you know, moving from solopreneur to CEO. It's a big shift, and if you guys have gone through that, it's incredible, right? And for anybody who's growing a team, who's past that whole like stage of being by themselves, highly recommend the book Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. It's been game changing for me. Over the last 6 months, I read that book in probably like 2 weeks, and I've been able to implement a lot of the things from that in order to sort of shift the way I thought about leading the team, shift the way I, you know, approached it. But it also applies to clients as well. It applies to the team. It applies to whatever we're doing, right? Because one of the things that I picked up from that was the concept that clarity is kindness, right? Like, clarity is kind, and being unclear is unkind, right? And so how can you be more clear with your team? How can you be more clear with your with your clients? So how can you make the process better? And it's like that, to me, that like blew my mind. But there's a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, I know that's not what we came to talk about, but hey.
It's all good. It's all good to catch up with you, man. And it's, you know, again, you know, really grateful that you took the time to come on the call. Everybody that's watching too, I'm sure that, you know, everybody knows Luke inside of this group, right? You've been part of this community almost since the beginning. You've done multiple master classes with us. You've been on multiple Whiskey Thursdays with us. In fact, I think you were on last year's Christmas special as well.
Was I?
Yeah, I'm almost positive you were on there.
I don't remember. It's been a long time. It's been a long year.
Yeah. And so, and you're back this year. So awesome to have you. Thank you so much. Matt's green again. I don't know what's going
green on. Again. Dude, it's been a day. I tried to post Aaron's link in the comments, and it's like, no, you are banned at the moment.
Okay, just look straight at the camera for a sec.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody that's watching, what does Matt look like? It's too late. Because this is what happens. You got tiny little mustache here and tiny little beady eyes. You look ridiculous, but your camera's back now. So
that's cool. Yeah,
I'm okay with that. But yeah, so I can't post Aaron's link. So Franklin is going to be posting that in a moment. Also, again, if you guys don't want to go through and grab each one individually on your own, we are going to send out an email. We'll put the landing page there in just a moment. And so you should be able to post a link then. Actually, no, Franklin just got banned from posting links in there as well. So Facebook is going nuts. You got to love it.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, I think we could probably reach out to everybody that lets us know what if you guys want the links and stuff like that. We're just you're gonna have to drop some comments in here and some hashtags. So
you're just gonna get banned from everything. No messages, no comments, nothing. You're gonna have to run an ad so people can see it.
There you go.
Absolutely. So what do you got for us, man? What are some tips for people that are, you know, doing what they're doing? You're running, you know, obviously, and you had a good story there, which is like, I was running this as a solo guy, and now it's like I'm shifting. I'm actually building a real company here. So for people that are, you know, I mean, 2020 has been an interesting year, right? For some people,
Yeah.
a lot of people have had a
That's
lot
one
of
way to
success.
say it.
To say the least, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and but moving into 2021, I mean, this is it's a new year. What are some tips you can offer people that either are they're just getting started, or they've been at it for the past year or so, and they're moving into 2021 and want to make some big changes? What is it that you can offer in terms of guidance here?
Yeah, absolutely. So real quick, the little goodie that I gave, we did a master class, like a couple months ago, and we did the upsell or whatever was a little bit about sales, how loan officers can convert more sales. So I did a brief overview of that. I thought it was gonna be 5-10 minutes. It's like 20 minutes. So that's whatever you're gonna be dropping. So just watch that if you want to.
It's awesome. I actually watched it. It's really, really good.
Did you watch it already?
Yeah, I've already watched it. Luke sent it to me right away. He says, "What do you think of this?" I'm like, "I gotta watch now, right?"
just in case Matt didn't see it or something, or yeah. So you never know with Matt. So I had to double check. But yeah, I mean, besides that, like, if you're an agency owner, I think the biggest thing for anybody, whether they're an agency owner, real estate marketer, whatever you do, it's important. So many times I talk to people, I'm like, how do I grow my business? How do I do these things? And it always comes down to, and I talk a little bit about it in this, right? It's like people don't have processes, but there's a lot of hope marketing that goes on in all of these industries, right? Mortgage, real estate, marketing. Like, people just think that people are going to come to them because they have such a good service, and that's one of the things that I fell into as well, right? Was I thought that people would just come to me, and I realized that, like, you need to have processes and systems for everything. You need it. The actions are going to lead to the results, right? It's the lagging versus leading indicators, right? And so, what are you tracking, or what are the things that you're actively doing to increase your business? Most of the time, people aren't doing enough, right? Like, you ask them, I want to grow my business. All right, what are you doing? How many cold calls did you make? How many cold emails did you send? How many LinkedIn messages did you send? How many people did you talk to today? How much are you spending on Facebook ads?
Yeah.
I mean, I spoke to someone who was like, they were spending $500 on ads, and they're like, we're not closing anything. Like, dude, $500 a month on ads, you're not going to close anybody. Maybe one a month, maybe. Probably more like one every 3 months. But hey, but the biggest thing is understanding that it's the efforts that you put in are going to lead to the results. And coming down to it, right? Like, when I first started my business, it was all me. And I tried to control everything, and that's one of the biggest things that these people, like real estate loan officers, and even marketers, like we're entrepreneurs, right? Like, entrepreneur mindset. And so part of the problem is we're very much lazy. If you can call it lazy, it's we're trying to take the path of least resistance, and the path of least resistance in the moment is doing things yourself, right? But the reality is that for the long term, you have to a lot of times slow down. You have to, and that's one of the things I've learned really a ton this year is I had to slow down, and we've had to pull back a lot. And we've grown. It's been kind of like we've lost some clients, brought some clients on, but we're creating like the system and the foundation for massive growth. And I hate it because I want to just go. I want to get my goals.
Yep.
We're getting our goals, and I'm like, I'm a failure this year. It's like we more than doubled our business from last year. Right. And so a lot of, we forget that we're growing, but it was like, we needed to slow down to basically speed up. And one of the things I found myself doing was trying to control everything. So I almost lost my business twice, right? Like, first time I was trying to do everything myself. I'm never going to do this again. I almost lost my whole business. I lost $60,000. And we've talked about this before. We lost $60,000 in revenue in 6 weeks. And then fast forward again, basically I had all these people on my team now, but everybody was siloed, right? Everybody was in their own sort of thing, and so everything came back to me. There was no sort of collective team movement. They didn't know what was in my head. Like, I had all these ideas, but like, it always came down to me. So the biggest shift for me this year has been moving from, again, the solopreneur, like the by myself, to being a leader, to sharing the vision with the team. And what's funny is that, like, as soon as I started sharing all these things, they started stepping up. They started implementing things. They started like giving me ideas, coming to me with, let's do this. And it's just crazy, like the growth that I've seen, and just like the culture that we've been able to build just by showing up. And again, like Brene Brown, that book, Dare to Lead, has been huge for me. So for anybody that's running the team, wanting to grow into leadership, I've been reading a ton lately, but that's been probably the most impactful book for me this year. And just
sorry to interrupt, but just so I don't lose my train of thought, and part of it is like Christmas eggnog, right? Without the eggnog, but one of the questions I have for you, Luke, how do you share that knowledge and that vision with a team that's not in front of you? So like I come from the corporate world, right? Like you hop into a boardroom on a Monday morning, you go to your sales, like you basically, it's a sales call, right? Or you're sitting down with the partners and you're sharing stuff, you're writing on whiteboards and stuff. Like, what are you doing with your team members to allow them to understand your vision?
So part of it is we do weekly team meetings. I started doing weekly meetings with our like little call center that we're starting to build. I do daily sales huddles with my sales team, just 15 minutes. And one of the things too is I hired an integrator. For anybody who's a CEO that's like trying to do everything themselves and needs to get to that next level, there's people out there that have like very valuable skills. They're a little bit more expensive, but they actually like have a different mindset than CEOs, right? They're just very much systems oriented, stuff like that. I didn't know that even existed until 4 months ago. It's blown my mind because what I get to do is I get to jump on a call and just spew all my ideas. She writes it all down. We basically put together, our annual, our quarterly goals, our monthly goals. We do our weekly goals. And so, I'm able to share, because that's my superpower, right? Is creating ideas, creating the vision. But when it was all in my head, I wasn't able to relay that information. And so like multiple times I've talked to some of my team members, they're like, man, I really love what you're building here. Like, man, I got your back. And it's just like crazy to me to think that there's a bunch of people that like read into or like are bought into the vision of the growth that we're looking to and what we're looking to accomplish and the things we're trying to achieve, right? It's not just about, getting more clients. It's about how are we serving our clients at a higher level, but having that reason for it too. I think that's huge too. Not just like, well, we want 100 clients. It's like, what is it that we're trying to achieve for our clients as well, right? And getting them bought into that vision.
Love it. Very interesting. Yeah. Awesome. So do we have Luke's goodie link? Do we have that?
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to drop links right now.
Nope, nobody can drop a link. Okay, guys, listen, if you want, and again, Luke, just go over briefly, 10 seconds, what it is you put together, which is actually a 10-minute video. And it was really, really good.
It was actually like 19 minutes, but it's cool. Who's counting?
Oh, okay. Right, who's counting? I guess, well, no. I put it on like 1.5 is like my normal setting. So.
Well, it's funny because I said at the beginning of the video, it's only going to be 5-10 minutes. I finished the video, it was 19, almost 20 minutes. And I was like, well, I guess I over-delivered, right? Is it okay if I over-deliver? Russell Brunson, No, but basically what it is at the last, whatever, the mastermind or the master class that we did a little sales, sort of a 2-hour long sales training on loan officers, tips, tactics, sales tricks, stuff like that. Kind of a basic overview of the script. So in this one, I did a compressed version of that, kind of talked a little bit about the mindset, what that looks like, what the script overview looks like. And it's just a framework again, but it gives you a lot of ideas and thought processes as to, how to convert at a higher level. If you do implement those things, right? Like the people that we see have the best success tend to tell us that they're doing what we tell them to do, right? Most of the time, right? Like, hey, what is it that you're doing? And we always think that, these high producers are doing something different. It all comes down to like, they just do the things consistently and they do them right. Yeah. It's not like they're doing anything special. They're not a special salesperson. They just are consistent and they're following a process. That's all it comes down to.
All right, guys. So if you want this 20-minute video, which is roughly condensed version of the sales process for loan officers, right? Essentially, like how to work with loan and pitch loan officers.
It would work for anyone, really. I mean, just from the standpoint of mindset. But marketers that are working with loan officers or even real estate agents get some good tips out of that. Obviously, I know Shane and Matt, you guys have some good scripts and stuff like that for real estate agents as well. So
yeah. So guys, if you want this, let us know. Drop a comment here. #LFL.
Long form loop. What's up?
There you go. LFL. #LFL. So we know to send you the link to the video, and Franklin will go ahead and take care of that for us. For whatever reason, we've been banned now to
post the links.
Post
Yeah.
anything,
So
right?
we're saving your ability, Shane, to post links.
Oh, we're not posting shit.
We're going to post the landing page link towards the end here, or we'll do a new post that includes it. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll figure something out to make sure this gets to everybody. Unfortunately, Facebook has gone nuts. I don't know what exactly the problem is. But yeah,
I
love
shirt.
You know, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Luke,
Well,
thanks so much
listen,
for
hey,
being
Luke,
on, man.
appreciate you jumping on the call today. Really nice
Yeah.
of you. What big plans for Christmas for you and your family? You got 2 little ones, right?
Yeah, we're just up here. We're at the in-laws' house right now, and tomorrow we're gonna go over to my sister-in-laws. We're going over to my parent-in-laws tomorrow, and then headed home tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, nothing big, nothing crazy, just chilling.
Awesome, man. Well, listen, hey, first of all, we appreciate you coming on the show tonight. I believe it was actually short notice for you. That's the number one thing. But also, we really appreciate you just being part of this community for so long with us. It's been, like I said, it's been about 2 years, and you've been pretty active inside the group here. You've done a number of master classes. You've been on Whiskey Thursday more than once, probably 3-4 times now. And you've just been, a great person to know throughout this entire journey.
Yeah.
And everybody that's part of the REMCM group and part of the REMC Academy, I'm sure has gotten a ton of value from you. So we really, really appreciate you being part of this. Thanks again.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys having me, and you guys have built something special here, right? So
Yeah.
it's been pretty awesome to watch. Obviously, we both started in Dan Henry stuff way back when, and going from not knowing what the hell we were doing to what we're all building now is it's pretty impressive, to be honest, right? In a short span of time, what, 3.5 years or so?
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
yeah, it's awesome.
wild,
Well, thank you for being part of that, and thank you for helping us build this amazing community. And a huge Merry Christmas to you, Luke, and your family, and be safe. And I hope that 2021 for you is an amazing year. So
yeah, appreciate you guys.
awesome.
Have a good
Thanks,
Christmas.
man.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Thanks.
All right. So
Awesome.
Kyrie is up. We are waiting on him. He's having a tech.
Oh, Kyrie's late. Oh, this is going to be fun.
He's trying to get in here. He's gotten some tough technical difficulties.
That's okay. That's okay. But hey, we always engage the audience, guys. You know what to do. You just got to tag Kyrie. Right?
Oh, there you go. I see a bunch of tags for long form Luke. Let's see. Why would Facebook not let you post a link in your own group? Actually, I just got I don't want to say banned, but it's kind of like what it says. So
I don't know. Maybe maybe you posted one too many links, my man.
I think what they saw is they saw that I had posted how excited I was to have advertising access back, and they're like, "Well, we can't take that away. We just gave it back. Let me take away something else." And
you go, sucker. Merry Christmas to you.
man, with that, welcome, Kyrie. What's going on, man? How's it going?
Kyrie.
What's going on?
What up? What up?
Shit, my bad.
You're all good. You're all good.
Over here bowling with my family. I just got my ass kicked.
How are things going, my man? What is
Good,
up?
can't complain.
Yeah.
It's fun. Christmas is. I can't wait for this holiday season to be over with. Oh my god.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing out? Are you out Christmas shopping? Is that what you're doing last minute? Because
No, I'm bowling.
Tomorrow morning,
Stop
man.
bowling. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, the missus did all the Christmas shopping a few weeks ago. What? I got kids' toys going. My bad, guys. You're catching me in dad mode right now.
It's all good. This is real life, Kari.
Absolutely. So yeah.
I love it, man. So tell us a little bit. Like we had talked about the gift for the group. What do you got? Cheat sheet guide. What you got?
So I'm going to be giving away. It was 2 of my best performing ads. I actually have them in my email, and it's my buyer ads. And honestly, I don't care who uses them, but you got to utilize it. If it doesn't work for you day one, just keep going. Just test it. And when you're testing these ads, don't test it at $10 a day, $5 a day. Go $20, $30, $40. Get the results instantly, and you'll know if it's a good ad for you or not. And
That's
use
awesome.
target by county, not by city or 15-mile radius. Always county.
Awesome.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Great stuff, man. Thank you for sharing that. And that's going to be huge, right? Everybody's always looking for new ways of doing things, right? And it's always nice to have a tool belt full of ads that you can pick and choose from and test that out. And like you say, right, get those results in quickly so that you know what's working, what's not working as fast as possible. And then you can switch things up. That's the best thing about what we do, right? Unlike, you know, the offline marketing, traditional marketing, where it's like, you got to spend $1,500, you got to spend $3,000 to put together a newspaper ad or something like that, just to find out that shit doesn't work anyways, right? So this is the
Hulu
great
wants
part of it.
$500 a day to get started.
What's $50 to run that for 3 days to figure out that that's going to work for the client that you're working with, right? That's $150. And you're know instantly right away without wasting any more of your client's money or wasting your time to start getting results right away. If it doesn't work, switch it up. Grab the other one that Kyrie's, you know, try the other one, right?
Yeah.
And they're gonna
Who
work.
wants the ads? We gotta have a hashtag. Kyrie, what are you thinking? Hashtag for the ads.
Hashtag Kyrie ads.
Hashtag Kyrie ads. There we go, guys. Girls, everybody who's watching.
How do
Go
I
ahead,
get that to you guys?
comment down below. What's
Awesome.
that?
And what,
How am I going to get those ads to you guys?
Can you shoot them to me in Facebook or email?
Absolutely, 100%.
Perfect. We'll get them on the list so they go out to everybody who requests them.
Perfect, even better.
Kyrie, we're asking everybody here. Obviously, you've gotten, you've seen a lot of success over 2020. And that's clear. You've been very vocal about it, which is awesome, right? You're growing, you're changing things up. You've got courses coming out, coaching coming out, all kinds of really cool stuff to help agency owners level up their game, right? But for people that are, you know, going into 2021, 2020 has been a kind of an odd year for a lot of people, right? But going into 2021, hopefully this is going to be an amazing year for a lot of people. What are, you know, one or two tips you can give, you know, a new agency owner or even an agency owner that's been struggling and heading into a new year? What sort of tips can you give them to make it an amazing year for them?
There's really three. So one, opportunity only lies in chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Straight like that. You know, 2020, when I really went hard on this, I was like, now realtors know that they need what we do. It's no longer a question of if they need it. Now the question is, can you afford it? So opportunity is always in chaos. That's when the biggest companies come out and come to light, because everything is pennies on the dollar at this point. Like we've all been generating Facebook leads. Remember when we were talking, remember when Facebook leads, it was cool when you were getting Facebook leads for like $5 a lead. That was the thing. Yep. Now we have agency owners from this group getting leads for like 80 cents.
Yeah.
Opportunity is always in chaos. Next, one, you have to go and rewatch this course, because there's things in this course. If I didn't know anything about real estate, this would be the perfect course for me, because they're teaching you and telling you the experience of a realtor. Obviously, they can't tell you everything, because every realtor's job is different. There's no one size fits all in a realtor position.
That's right. You're going to have to Google riparian rights on your own.
Exactly. So with that being said, like, you guys, they give you in this course, they give you the definition, the terminology that you need to speak to these agents. All right. And then lastly, you got to start selling without selling. And when I say sell without selling, I mean this. When you're doing a demo, I always say one thing. If you're going to do a demo, some people use pitch decks. There's no one right way to do everything. All right. But like, we don't do pitch decks. We don't even show go high level, like our back end anymore. Like, that's done. You really need to understand the pain point of that realtor. If they're saying, hey, I know how to generate leads on Facebook, but I don't have time to convert them, you need to focus on that. Okay, don't worry about, we'll give you 100 leads, we'll do this. You need to focus on, once we generate you leads, we're going to give you live transfers, a texting ISA. We're going to call the leads for you. We have automated text going out, so you're only getting the qualified leads. Stuff like that. Focus on the pain point, and you'll always win, because when you can't sell somebody something they don't want. You may be able to sell them a piece of candy, or you feel bad, so you're like, here's $2, but you can't sell somebody $1,500, $2,000 a month if they don't want it. You must understand their business before you try to sell yours to them.
Love it.
That's awesome. Hey, I love the hat, by the way. Right? All right.
That's the Tiger Woods hat, right? I've got it upstairs.
Oh man.
Hey, Kyrie, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate you, and everybody here inside of the community that knows you, I'm sure appreciates everything that you're doing for agency owners and real estate agents all over North America. You've had a tremendous amount of success in 2020, and we wish you the best in 2020. You know, you're going to blow this up in 2021. You got some cool stuff coming out, and it's going to be great. But again, you know, we appreciate everything that you've done for the community, for the Academy members, all the help and support you've provided everybody. Thank you for that. And huge Merry Christmas to you, man. I hope that you enjoy your time with your family. You've got a little kid as well. How old's your little kid?
He just turned 3 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, you're in for it. Yeah,
bro. I'm sweating right now from bowling and chasing him around the bowling alley.
Yeah. Well, you'll lose some more weight, right? I mean, and the boxing and all that stuff. So
exactly, boxing, bowling, chasing a child.
That's right.
Perfect workout plan.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Again, thanks so much for jumping on, and thanks for, you know, the added value here. I'm sure everybody here appreciates everything that you do and everything that you'll continue to do throughout 2021. Really appreciate that.
Absolutely. You guys as well. Thank you guys for being you. And I'm looking forward to working with you guys as well and figuring some stuff out and moving forward. That's all we can do, right?
Awesome. Yeah, for sure.
Merry Christmas.
Take it easy, buddy. All right.
Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, cheers.
All right.
I just wanted to match him. The cool looking hat.
I know, right? That was a cool hat. Let's see here. We have Justej. What's going on? I think that's how you say it, right? Justej?
Justej or Prob? Prob's on, or who? Who's here?
It's Prob and
His
Justej.
partner. Prob. What a
Yo, it's Prob. I saw Justej. I was like, all right, well, whoever it was, let's do it. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, just busy as always.
Love it.
I see you growing the hair.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow my hair a little bit. Honestly, I haven't even had the time to go to the barber much.
Too busy, right?
Too busy. I always go to this one guy, and like I never have time for him, like because he's the only one I trust to cut my hair. I've had a lot of bad haircuts in the past, so only guy.
That's like me. I literally drive like 20. Like I could walk to you know, somebody that can cut my hair, but I'll drive 20 minutes. It's the same person over and over again, right? Can't trust anybody with this.
Yeah, like
it's very special. I don't have much of it, right? So, you know, we got to make sure that the right person's cutting it. So, my man, what is going on? What's up? We haven't heard from you in a long time. Why don't you give us a little brief introduction, just for, you know, anybody that's new, that's on the call. You've been on Whiskey Thursday a number of times. You're part of the Academy. You've seen an amazing amount of success over the past couple of years. So why don't you just brief introduction and you know, gloat as much as you want, because you deserve it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, so a little bit about myself. I mean, I look much older than I am, but I'm just 21. I just look way older, right? But like we started
crazy, right? You started doing this at 19, which is nuts.
18 or 19. I'm not sure what it was, but I remember like me and my partner Jazz, when we first bought into this course, like I had to ask my mom for a loan. And I was like, Mom, I'll pay you back when I get my first client. And, you know, you can probably even go back all the way back like 2 years and see like the type of questions that me and Jazz were asking. And like we just went all in. Like we just said, you know, we're going to commit to it. You know, we went through a lot of stuff. You know, we went through prospecting. We were meeting clients in person, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like, you know, we went through everything. We did everything, right? Cold emails, cold calls. And like now fast forward until about December, like this month, we're going to close off with $250,000 of revenue. And like, that's just
awesome, man.
what we've achieved. I mean, we've just been scaling like crazy. And yeah, like we've been able to, I think at the moment we have like 14 clients. I mean, we have a unique way of
hang on a second here. You're 21 years old. This is crazy. This is wild because number one, you're Canadian.
Yeah.
Right. So you're out of Vancouver. You're 21 years old. You started this when you were doing 19. When you were 19. You're generating an awful lot of revenue. Your retention rate is through the roof. Like you're close to like over 12 months. is
Yeah.
kind of averaging that.
Very high.
And you're working with over 200 real estate agents.
Like it's growing by about like 40 every month. So
It's
yeah, at the moment,
wild.
200 and like I don't even know the exact number to be honest, but I know it's in the low 200 range for sure.
What the hell are you doing that
All right,
everybody else is not?
okay, so I'll take some time and I'll try to make it as applicable for everyone because I don't want to get into too much, right? The first thing is like have like an end goal. Like what's your goal? Like me and Jazz, our goal is a SaaS exit, right? So our goal isn't, to have an agency and travel the world. That's not my goal at the moment, right? Maybe that goal might change over time, but at the moment, we're pretty keen on doing that in the next 5 to 10 years. So set that goal and then bridge the gaps in between and start doing everything early. Like you almost want to be an overthinker and sort of think like, what are you going to do 10 steps ahead? And like, that's the first thing. Like for us, we initially came with a goal of having a 10K a month agency, which led to 15, which led to 50, which led to 100. I think why we wanted to scale so fast, like I'm an athlete by trade. So I played, university athletics and I was been competitive. That's something that's with me. So I'm always like, as an entrepreneur, I'm sure we're all like this, but like, I always wanted to be like, how can I push my potential? So that, and Jazz is the exact same way. So, we decided that, we're going to just take this thing to the next level, right? Like, just scale. And, the second thing is like, just take risks. Like a lot of people, like everyone knows that like, if you guys just were to go and see our company, like we spend like, 60, 70K a month in marketing on ads. Like you can just replicate like, well, like it's just common sense. Like these guys are doing that much. They're spending this much on ads. Again, like that's what they're doing, right? But again, people just don't take risks. And it comes down to the factor of like, how bad do you want it? And like not everyone can take risks like that. Like I know for me, I might just be saying it because I'm a young guy, right? I live with my parents still, but I mean, the taking the risks factor is huge. Like you just need to go for, I think like 1 year focus every single day. You literally live and breathe this. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna end up having a good business for yourself. And the last one is like in terms of fulfillment. A lot of marketers don't actually even give their clients enough time to convert the leads, and then I feel like there's a big misconception of like high quality leads, high quality leads. I think the real game is like having a database, converting it at scale, shooting content, shooting offers to your database. That's how we really crush it for our agents. Like having them come in for a period of a year and teaching them lead conversion, right? Like teaching them the basics. Like I just like for myself as my own agency, for example, we have a very similar process to real estate agents in terms of converting leads. We convert 1.8%, I think, as far as I last saw. 1.8% of our leads turn to a customer, and that retention period is about 3 weeks. And that's what I mean. Like know your metrics as well. It helps quite a bit. So 21 days to get a customer for us, and we see the average price point of a customer, right? Average real estate transaction like 5250 in the States. Even for us, that average like front end price point is sort of very similar. We have a very good sales system in place where we dial up and we literally just call until we get hung up on or cussed at. That's how aggressive the sales team is. We shoot out content, and we have a good scripts and very very similar to real estate agents, right? Like you need to have a good follow up process. You need to have a decent offer, shoot content, and your database converts at scale. And I think for us, like a lot of our customers' results come in like, 5th, 6th month. Like it's surprising. Sometimes our customers say, can I get a refund after 4 months? And you say, hey, keep on following up, keep on doing what's working. And 6 months comes in, 5 transactions all of a sudden. So that's what I've seen. Just giving your clients enough time. It sometimes doesn't mean you're a bad marketer, but it just means that maybe your offer just isn't. It depends on the need, right? Like our goal is to help clients close deals, right? But in the end of the day, like I just think giving your customers enough time is what really helps them.
It's awesome. Prob, hey, listen, thanks so much for jumping on today. Again, adding value. You're another one of those Academy members. Academies, like I mean, you're part of the beta program, right? So, and it's just been amazing to watch you and your partner grow. Couple of young guys just really committed to this
And crushing it.
Crushing it. Like and not only like you didn't follow the model. You said, you know what, we're going to do this better. We're going to do this differently, and we're going to make it work. And you guys have, you've scaled up now to over 200 real estate clients with a retention rate of over 12 months, which is absolutely wild. So, good on you, man. You've done a great job. We're so fortunate to be part of your success. We really appreciate, you allowing us to be part of that. So it's been really great. And also, just you being part of this community, giving back, and, being active inside of the Academy program, offering up, your help, and whenever somebody's asking questions about stuff. So Prab was also one of the guys doing 4,000 cold emails a day.
Right. So Prab, before you go, tell us a little bit about the gift that you have for everybody today.
Yeah, guys. So we're giving like a scaling mini course. There's about, a couple hours of content in there, just like some of the stuff that we've applied to scale up. Definitely a lot of, resources in there. It's pretty practical. So it's some of the stuff that we're using right now. I think I get the link to you, Matt. I'm not sure if the links still work. I was hearing the conversation, but I'm not sure if the links are available. But yeah, there's like just a page, just sign up and I'll send over the logins on Kajabi, and just a course with a couple hours of content.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Appreciate that. Guys, if you want this, let us know in the comments down below. Hashtag, what do we want to hashtag? Canadian Rockstar. That's a good one. All right. Anyone can do this. Anyone can do this, right? I mean, the reality is a couple of 19-year-old guys that just blew this up, right? But listen, if you want the, so it's a mini course for scaling, right? That's what you're gifting out to people. So if you want this, just drop a hashtag here, just so we know that that we can reach back out to you and send you the links to this. Prab, thanks again for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. We know you're super, super busy. Appreciate you giving back to the community. Appreciate you being active, and just, it's been an honor to be able to be a part of your success the past couple of years. Really appreciate that. Have an awesome holiday, my man. Enjoy your time. Hopefully you get to spend it with some of your family and friends and stuff like that. So yeah, appreciate it.
Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Okay, you too.
Merry Christmas, man. Take care.
Bye.
Love it. Shane, I'm still here. I am just behind the scenes at this point because of my Grinchness. Zoom is being a Grinch, Facebook being... Anyways, with that, let's welcome our next guest, Frambo.
Oh my God. This guy.
Frambo, what's going on, man? Let's hope he's ready for it. Right?
He's probably, like, you know what? These guys are taking way too long.
He joined the waiting room a while ago, and we've run a little bit over, so we're catching up. But in the meantime, there he is. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Shane? What's up, Matt? How's it going,
man?
Dude,
good to see you, man.
Excited to be here. Yeah. Dude, I was running late. Yeah.
I feel like that's a Zoom background, but I know it's not.
No, it's
it's real.
Yeah, I've leveled up my my background. It used to be like
good.
a mirror. Yeah. So I was chatting Matt before this. I was like, do I need to be on like before the call? Because I was doing like last minute shopping. And it's like it's the worst mistake ever to just go out like 2 days before Christmas. So
no, the way you need to do is you need to go out the morning of the 24th.
Oh, really?
Right. Then that's what you do, right? The thing is, you're surrounded by people that are just like you. A bunch of boyfriends and husbands last minute shopping.
Dude, it is crazy.
Everybody else out
the
there
other
with
thing
the list
you
looking around like,
well, no, I spent part of my day today on the 23rd calling people to see if they're going to be open on the 25th so I can do my shopping. Guess how many people are open on the 25th?
Like one.
The gas stations.
And there you go.
Right. So it's like gift card. That's what you're getting this year. Actually, no, in all honesty, like most of my shopping I did on Amazon. It's just perfect excuse, right? To just
I did that, but I wanted to support like some local businesses here. I didn't want to go to like those bigger companies. I wanted to go like local businesses, see if I can buy a thing or two.
That's a good point. For sure.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Dude, good to be here.
Yeah, Frambo, thanks for coming on the show. Really nice to have you. Again, another Academy member. You've been part of this community for a long time. Another one of those beta program guys, or beta. You're part of the original beta program, right? So we've known you for a long time. We've seen your success over the years. But you've really shifted away from the real estate industry. So why don't you let's spend a couple minutes, just, you know, a little bit of background, your story, where you're at now, what you're doing, and who you're helping out.
Sure. So for everyone, like before I started my agency, I was actually working in the real estate industry, right? I was working for a broker, both in real estate and mortgage. You know, truth be told, I was like analyzing some loans and all that. So it wasn't up until like my boss back in the mortgage broker industry, you know, asked me if I can do like help him with some marketing, right? So funny enough, I bought into Dan Henry's course because I want to learn how to run ads, and that's where I met Shane. And Shane's been just a super helpful guy, right, ever since before, and with Matt too. And it's like, I started my agency back then, helping the real estate industry, started with helping my own mom, and then started getting clients all over the US. But since then, we've kind of pivoted to like helping e-commerce, right? We run advertising for them, but we're still super involved in like the real estate market, just because we work with like a lot of real estate marketing agencies with our other business, where we help them with systems, automations, and remote teams. I think Luke, I was watching the interview with everyone, and Luke said like he hired an integrator, and basically that's kind of like what we do too, right? For like these other marketing agencies. So
you guys are the integrators.
We are, yes, we are that 1% that helps integrate a lot of things. Yeah,
love it.
So,
tell us about that. What's that mean?
So there's this comes from a book, I forgot the name, but then there's visionaries and then there's integrators, right? A visionary is someone that sets the direction for the company. It's like, these are our revenue goals. This is what we're going to do. You know, here's the team. The integrator is the actual person that gets stuff done, right? These are the COOs, the project managers. You kind of need, you know, there's vision, that's good, but there's also the implementation aspect of business, right? So they're the ones that put together the project management, the SOPs, the automations, everything about efficiency. That's what the integrator does. So I think it's super important to get that down, if that makes sense.
It's really, you know, it's really interesting that you say that, and this is at a very high level, right? I mean, this is pretty typical. This is why a lot of times you see the founders stepping down and CEOs are coming. I've been part of many companies where the board of directors has hired a new CEO to replace the founder because and the founder's happy to move aside because it's not what they like doing, right? The founders are visionaries, right? That's what they come in, they create something, and that's what they're good at.
That's
they're
true.
no good at going from, and a lot of times the last company I was part of, essentially the goal was to go from 10 million to 100 million dollars, and the founder basically stepped down. They brought in a new CEO to grow that company. But that's a lot of us that start in these agencies. That's exactly what we are. We're those visionaries, right?
That's true. And you know what? When you're starting out, you might be both, right? You're going to be the visionary and integrator at the same time, but you got to have that humility at some point in your business to understand that, hey, I can't be both. I need to understand like what my zone of genius is, and I got to just focus on that and learn to let go of all these other things. So,
right. So you're essentially the everything else to the visionary. You're
yes,
the person that comes in. You're like, okay, tell me what you're doing, and we're just going to make it way better, and we're going to build out everything that you need to just, you know, make sure that, you know, your systems are running properly. You've got, you know, if you want to do ads, we're building out your SOPs for that. We're building out the systems for that. If you want to build a sales team, we're going to build the systems out for that. We're going to build out, you know, your SOPs and all that other stuff, right? So that's what you guys do, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's all the not so fun stuff, but it's necessary for the business to kind of run.
And you've had a lot of success with this. I think it's really interesting because I've watched you grow, where it's like, you and Reynard, you know, you post pictures of the two of you, and it's like, oh, we just added another team member, and it's like Fran, Reynard, and then your team member. I don't know their names, and then all of a sudden, you know, 3 months down the road, it's like you and Reynard, and then a team of 10. It's like, and now you've got a bigger team, right? You keep posting those pictures. It's kind of cool to watch you guys. Now, what's really interesting is that you're operating out of the US. You're in California.
Yeah.
And then your partner is actually in the Philippines running the team in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah. I'm a firm believer of working remotely. I've worked remote most of my life. I feel like, you know, you can be anywhere and it can work. So yeah, my partner's in the Philippines. We have a couple of team members in the US, especially in the sales side of things, just because of the time zone. But 80% of our team members are from the Philippines. That's correct.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, congrats to your success, and thank you so much for being part of the community, and supporting us and you know what we've done. And it's been great to watch you, you know, and watch you with your success and grow your company and all that. And it's also been really cool to watch the agencies that you have been able to help get a lot of success, right? You've helped a lot of academy members, which has been
That's true.
Really cool.
That's true.
You know,
A third of our clients are not mostly in the academy, but a third of our clients are in the real estate industry. So that's been it's very thankful to you guys. I always tell like people that if you want to learn how to, run your real estate marketing agency, like Shane and Matt, those are the only two people you got to go. So
I appreciate that.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Well, if you're looking to grow your business, the only person you need to go to is Fran. There goes Matt. Matt's complete.
Matt's now like the OBS software.
Trying to fix it. But in the meantime, Fran, tell us a little bit about the gift that you brought today.
Sure. So this ties into my really quick lesson I want to give, but like one thing that I've reflected on for 2020 is that you got to understand and you got to acknowledge that there are cycles in your business. And there's two cycles that I've kind of learned. And this isn't something that I created. I got it from like Clever Profits. It's a company. And there's a cycle of growth and a cycle of profitability. Right. And what that means is, if you're in the cycle of growth, you're thinking about advertising, you're thinking about growing top line revenue, thinking about innovating new products and services, growing your team. That's a cycle of growth. Now you got to accept that if you're in that cycle, you got to have much lower net profit margins, right? Because you're having to use cash to grow the business. But there's also a cycle of profitability. And this is where you kind of slow down a little bit. I think Luke mentioned something about like slowing down so you can go fast. And when you're in this cycle of profitability, you're thinking about SOPs, systems. How can I do things better and faster? How can I find things that are already working now and, make them even better, right? And this is where maybe you're slowing down a little bit on your top line revenue, but you are kind of building up that cash reserve because you're thinking about profitability. And what I'm going to give today is, in order for you to kind of understand this, you need to have a good grasp of your KPIs, right? So I want to get people on this list, just to get into that mindset of tracking your numbers, right? So we're giving away a training plus templates of how you can track your clients' KPIs without looking at Ads Manager at all, right? So you can automate.
That's huge.
Yeah, so you can automate the reporting so you can know the cost per lead. You can also like go a little bit advanced. You can go high level with this so you can look at the calls book. And what's cool about this is once you set it up, you wake up in the morning, you get sent like a report of like your KPIs for all your clients, right? And you don't have to open Ads Manager. It's going to be all in one sheet, going to be sent to you. You might have to invest into like a software that's not ours, but like a software that can pull this data. But if you're scaling your agency, like if you're growing and you're the CEO, you don't want to be having to like open Ads Manager every single time. So we're giving that away, training plus templates. You can learn how to implement it on your own. This is something that we sell for like $500 a piece, but like we're giving it away just for this group.
Amazing.
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible. Guys, who wants that? Guys, drop, let's see. Let's go ahead and hashtag KPIs. How about that?
Yeah, KPIs. There you go.
There we go. All right. An amazing Christmas gift here from Fran and his team and his company here. You're basically going to get the actual spreadsheet to track all of this, right? Your ads,
and your
ads,
yeah.
Clients. And then the training that goes along with it. This is huge. People ask about this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Massive. What an amazing amount of value. Fran, thank you so much.
You got it.
Everybody that's watching here is grateful for this one. This is huge. Really appreciate that. Well, listen, Fran, thanks so much for coming on the show. I know that you are a busy guy running a pretty successful business here. Really appreciate you taking some time here, coming and hanging out with us for a little bit, and especially including this amazing little gift here. For
you got it, man.
Guys, what do you think of that? That's huge, right? How about like what? Everybody drop, thank you, Frambo, because that's or Frambo is awesome or whatever, right? Like just show some appreciation. It's the
least I could do, man. It's the least I could do for this community. Without you guys, Shane and Matt, we wouldn't be where we are. So it's the least I could do.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Well, listen,
so much,
you look at that. Matt decided to come back.
I come on for a second. I just want to say hi, but it's like everybody else sees me.
This is the worst. This is the worst. What are you doing? It has nothing to do with your camera and all that techno mumbo jumbo you're trying
it's a bit
yeah.
Guys, thanks so much, and hope you guys enjoy your holidays, and to everyone in the group too.
You too, man. You too. Take it easy.
Thanks so much.
All right, see you guys.
Take care. And next on the lineup is...
Hang on a second. You need to get your camera going, man.
Esteban.
Oh my God.
Matt, you got to do something about your camera.
Dude, I'm trying. You know what? I'll tell you what. I will. I'll unplug it and plug it back in and see if that works.
All right, because
it's a Zoom issue. I did figure that much out.
Are you sure?
I am here, man. Can you guys hear me?
We
It's
can't
kind
hear
of
you though.
it's kind of behind.
Get a good picture. And who's got the? Is that you that's got the sound going on in the background?
Yeah, my bad. There you go.
What's up with the picture? You got snow in the background, but you're in Florida. Are you missing the snow?
There you
You're
go.
missing Ottawa, aren't you?
I just turned on my camera. There you go.
You missing Ottawa? Is that what that is with the picture? All that snow?
That was Detroit downtown, man.
Was it?
Man,
It's like the only thing in
wasn't it?
Detroit's a tree.
I was waiting in the Zoom, but I didn't realize, of course, there's a lag. So I was watching Frambo, and then all of a sudden you're like Esteban, and I'm like, shit. You know?
That's awesome. Hey guys, can you give me 30
Yeah.
seconds here, man? I got to take care of business here. I'll be right back.
No worries. Esteban, man, what's been going on? How's everything going?
What's going on, brother? Is everything going good, man? You guys like my setup, my new setup?
I love it, actually. This is a great setup.
Yeah, man.
So-
The little trees kind of like covering the motivational artwork that I got, but hey, man, you became green.
I'm green.
And
I fixed it, and then I become. I'm trying so hard here.
goddamn Grinch, man. You hate Christmas.
I'm just the Grinch. That's what Gus calls it. He calls it the Grinch filter. I don't know why it keeps happening. I'm trying to Google it, see what's going on with Zoom, and everybody just or Google just brings up how to use a green screen. I'm like, no, my screen is turning green. It's different. So if anybody can figure out why Zoom screens are turning green, and let me know in the comments, that would be amazing. I don't know what's going on, but
I'll be more green. I'll be green like you, man. There you go.
I love it. Marrying and matching right there, man. So tell us, you are in the investment space more so than the real estate agent space. What's that
Yes,
look
sir.
like this year, and what is 2021 going to look like?
All right. So in terms of my agency, right? That's what you're asking. Okay. Remember how I did not tell this to everyone in the first live that we did on the group, but I got laid off this year from corporate and I had to go full in. So the moment I got laid off, before that, I was actually just making probably 5K or 6K on the agency. And then the moment that happened, I went full in. And of course, a lot of COVID stress and like stress for family, stress for being sick and stuff like that. But I went full in, content, lead gen, generating, booked appointments for my agency. And I started doing a lot. I grew to 15K really quickly, like within a month. Then I didn't realize it, how fast I was growing. And now we are about 50K. And we're going to close the month around 54K, I want to say.
Dude, I love it.
So it's good. I mean, we're only doing this for real estate investors, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
And how many clients does it take to make up that 50K?
Right now, what we have is about 27 clients.
Okay.
24 already running, onboarded, and 3 are being built. Basically,
Love it.
their campaigns are being built and stuff like that.
Love it,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So tell us a little bit about the gift that you brought today.
All right, man. So the gift that I'm gonna give right now is I wish
The
I
gift
could.
of love.
There you go.
Just the way you said it.
I'm gonna be giving you guys a mini conversion package for real estate investors. So whoever wants to actually get into this real estate investing world, yes, figuring out how to generate leads is gonna be one thing, but then you guys actually need to help them really convert these leads. And real estate investors leverage a lot of times virtual assistants. So you can get them a virtual assistant and train that virtual assistant, or get an ISA, inside sales agent, and your thing, and fulfill that. But you're going to have a script that I'm going to give you on how to follow up with motivated sellers, convert this motivated seller into an opportunity that wants to talk right away. So it's going to be teaching you how to do a live transfer and how to book an appointment, basically going through a script, exactly what a motivated seller needs to be asked. So we cover like 4 pillars within that script. And also I'm going to give the mini follow-up training that I had done, so that you can replicate it, you can give it to your clients as well. Or if you're a real estate investor, to use it for your lead managers. So that's what I'm going
That's
to
huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
man. I wish I could give more.
That's massive, man. Like this is a big area that people are starting to like. I think in the past week alone, we've had like 3 posts inside of the REMCM group asking about motivated sellers.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Like I don't know why this is starting to blow up here, but that's massive, guys. If you want this, what are we gonna hashtag here?
Motivated sellers.
Motivated sellers, guys.
Hashtag motivated sellers. Or hashtag convert motivated sellers or something like that, right?
Love it. Love it. And this gives basically what they need once they get those leads coming in order to convert them.
Yeah, it basically gives the script the requirements on whenever you get someone on the phone that filled out a survey, a form from online marketing channels, exactly what you need to do, right? So
and what do you see for lead cost on those right now?
We are about, like, it depends, man. Like during the elections, it was pretty high, and right now we're averaging about $30 all the way to $55, depending on the market. And some markets are extremely hard, like for example Atlanta, Dallas, things like that are very strong markets, and I feel that there's a lot of competition. So we gotta play with the lead form and the friction that we give.
Right.
So we gotta simplify our conversion process for those kind of things.
Well, dude, hit me up after this because hit me up after this.
That's like I'm on be all over this
stuff that's in the works.
And I think one of the reasons why a lot of people
sellers.
I think one of the reasons why a lot of people are going to start doing this more, and I've actually spoken with a lot of realtors that are starting to work either with real estate investors or they're becoming themselves real estate investors. Is 2021 is going, even though it's going to be a new year and good stuff like that, but there's going to be 4 burns is coming. There's going to be a lot of things going on with real estate where real estate investors can come in as an opportunity maker and literally take advantage of what's going on, and at the same time help homeowners that are going to be struggling for sure. So agents, I've taken already 2 agents, and I think I'm also going to add that little marketing side in my end, not only like focus on real estate investors, but focus on the fact that motivated seller can be taken by a real estate investor, a wholesaler, an agent, someone that is savvy in creative financing. So I want to be able to offer this to agents, because some agents, they know how to work divorce leads, they know how to work foreclosure leads, they know how to work all these type of sellers, right? So it's also an opportunity there. And awesome. they love sellers, right?
Absolutely, for sure.
100%.
Absolutely. Well, Esteban, listen, thank you so much. Huge value for the group here. And listen, we really appreciate you being so active inside of the groups, helping out whenever we tag you, whenever somebody needs some help with motivated sellers. You've crushed this niche here. You've really, made this your own. You've become the guy to go to, like and you know that, right? Anytime somebody's got a question about motivated sellers,
man, yeah,
you are being tagged. But what an amazing thing, to find, and that's just like, guys, if you want to dominate a specific niche, do what Esteban has done, which is you've just put yourself out there, right? Yeah, like you took that leap, and you're creating videos, you're creating content, and I remember like some of your earlier videos, right? Like you really took that risk. It's not like your videos were awesome, but you took the risk.
Oh,
right?
Man,
you just got better and better and better, and everybody knows who you are. We know who your girlfriend is, your dog is. We know that you've moved. Like we just, we've been able to relate and bond with you through the videos that you've
absolutely, man.
Social media.
I think one of the things that people need to do more is like they overthink. Maybe they're visionaries in the sense that, oh, I wish or I want to do this, and they either are scared or don't take action because maybe they don't feel that they're the best at it or whatever. What I did, man, honestly, my first experience with real estate investing was doing a flip, which was a failure. We lost money with 2 other partners. I went to Fortune Builders for a 3-day seminar, and I learned just a tiny bit. Then I didn't do it anymore. Then I started the agency, and I was like, there's opportunity in here. I don't know much, but I'm going to go expose myself, and whatever I learn, I'm going to mirror it right away. So if I learn something really good and I'm going to absorb it, mirror it, and like that knowledge that I now have, I'm going to pass it on to people, because knowledge is made to be passed on, whether it's free or whether it has a value, some sort of cost, but it's made to be passed on. So that's one of the biggest things that I've learned, right? I go live or I put a video where I'm passing on knowledge and people get value out of it. And then they start to know that I'm growing, and, you know, I'm doing stuff about it. I think that's one really good advice, definitely. For people that want to do content, stuff like that.
Well, it's been awesome. It's been a great journey. It's been amazing watching you. We really appreciate you being part of the Academy, adding a lot of value inside of the Academy. We really appreciate you adding a lot of value inside of the REMCM group for the community, for the people that are there as well. You know, I think you're lined up for some amazing success in 2021. And we definitely wish you all the best.
Thanks, man. You didn't ask me what I would advise people to do.
Oh, you're
For
watching.
2021. There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome. I was just coming in here to Grinch that, or to ask that. So.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited to share this, because it's something that made me grow really fast and get my stress away. So one of the things that I really learned is you gotta stop being so greedy, in terms of you gotta stop trying to do everything yourself, control everything. You gotta stop thinking that you are superhuman, and maybe you are a high performance, but ultimately you're going to get fatigued and you're going to need help, especially when you start, growing. And when you think about it, at some point you have to delegate your right arm, your left arm. You got to delegate your right leg. Every single thing that you do, you got to be able to get some help, even though you got to sacrifice some profit. I learned that really, really in a hard way, because I was getting so many clients, but I only had one VA, and that VA only did outreach, right? That's it. Didn't do any campaign setup, didn't do anything at all, like didn't do any ads, didn't do any account management, nothing. She just did outreach. And I had like probably 15 or 16 clients at the time, or close to 20, and I was going crazy. So if I hire fast, and find out, maybe fail fast too, and I find out that I really need someone to support me while I'm growing this, so I don't go into a stress mode or anxiety mode, because I got to fulfill this, I got to sell, I got to do this. Don't be scared of doing that. Hire really fast, even though you're sacrificing a little bit of profit. You got to be able to do that, right? I was always like scared or greedy, be like, oh no, this is all to me. All this money that's coming in is to me. No, really, the money is made for you to distribute it to other people, so that they can help you grow, right? It's like that. And then your profit margin might go lower, but as you grow, you'll go back at, that higher profit margin, right? So, and at the same time, it's going to help you with your life, man. Like I was having trouble with my relationships, just because I was focused and didn't give time to other stuff, because I didn't have delegation done, right? And I took too long. So that's one big takeaway, honestly, from this year for me. And I'm ready to hire, like freaking hire. So
love it.
Yeah, awesome. Esteban, thanks so much again. You've been an inspiration, I think, to a lot of people. And I think you're going to have, obviously, huge success coming your way in 2021. Again, big thanks for being part of the community and adding so much value. All the best to you, and a huge, huge Merry Christmas to you and your family and your dog.
Same here, man. Merry Christmas to everyone that's watching this. And hey, man, I don't have snow, but I'm in Florida.
I'll ship
right?
you some. you can have as much as you want.
Thanks again for being on, man. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate this, man. Take it easy, my man.
Gotta come down to Florida, man. Gotta come down.
Be there
to
next
Florida.
year. Be there next year.
All right,
right.
brother. Take
Yeah,
care, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
All right. The Grinch is back.
Next, we have Gustavo.
What up? What up?
Is it Gustavo? Gustavo? I don't know. Trying to do it right.
Gus, short, Gustavo.
Here we go.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
What's
what
going
up, what
on,
up?
man? All right.
All right. It's funny watching you here, man. Esteban is killing on his man. Oh my God. I want to watch that. Okay, now don't worry. It's a delay. There's a lag. I'll watch it again. I shall watch it again.
You're competing.
So-
You're competing against all these amazing agency owners and marketers.
Yeah, it's been fun. A great show. This is awesome. And I think the person that stole the night is Green Matt. I think that's just that is the mwah, chef's kiss of this night.
Can't get his tech working. Oh my God. The
I
biggest
thought-
show.
It's not like I work in tech or anything. Come on.
Not like he's like a techie guy or anything like that, right?
No, it's exactly just
or
I run
puts
a
any
couple
effort
miles
into
with
this
that.
video,
That's
audio,
really-
video, puts any effort in his audio video setup ever, right? So I think it's all right. So how's it going, guys? So glad to be here. Very happy and very excited about my giveaway tonight.
Oh, we're pumped to have you, man. We're excited to hear about it too. But really quickly, brief 2-minute introduction about who you are, why you're here, and then let's jump into that giveaway as quick as possible because I think it's gonna be really awesome.
Okay, yeah. So Gustavo, CEO and founder of Power ISA. I've done a lot of it. I've been a realtor, ISA myself. I did the ISA role. I founded my ISA team, and then blew it up. And now when I first joined REMCM, I met Steve Goltiao, right? I met Steve, who was in the beta group.
That's right. You guys did the combined presentation, right, for a brokerage.
Yeah, exactly. So we did paid to pitch before I knew what that was. Paid to pitch for my own brokerage. He did the ads, I did the ISA, and we got like really awesome results with the foreclosure ad. This was a year and a half ago.
I remember that. Yeah,
and people were blown away by that. And then Steve's like, "You got to join this thing." So I joined the beta group. I bought the course. Just really, I had no idea people had put that much effort into like learning Facebook ads. Right? Like, holy cow, this is pretty awesome. And that really it was a turning point for me in my career, my business. Just the knowledge that I got from that course, the access to that beta group, right? Private mastermind nowadays has been tremendous for my business, right? Advice, networking, clients, everything I've gotten from that. I mean, the course is awesome. The network that I got and the exposure that I got from being a member of that group has been game changing for me. Definitely, still to this day, end of 2020, the best investment I ever made. And introduced me to you guys and into this whole environment. So I've been a great group. I love this group. I consider it my home group, and always happy to contribute, jump in, even if it's a noob with a noob question. I'll go on there, right, and I go, hey, try some slap them around a little bit, lightly, and help them out. It's always fun.
And you love it so much that you invited your whole sales team to the group.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, guys, go check out this group. It's got 14,000 members.
jump in there, no matter what.
We know your tactics. We know what you're doing, guys.
You teach them. This is what you guys say in the course. Literally.
I'm curious right now. If you guys are watching live and you currently use Gus to handle your ISA, hashtag Power ISA down in the comments down below.
Yes.
Let us know. Are you currently using Gus?
Love it. Love it.
Gus, tell us a little bit about the giveaway tonight and what people can expect.
Yeah, so I brainstormed this with my sales guys, right? And they say, okay, what do we give away? It's got to be something. I don't want to like make something from scratch. It has to be something that's already there, awesome, that we own, that's valuable. We can give it away to folks. And we talked about a bunch of different things. And there's one thing we said, hey, we've never given this away. We've sold it, right? And we were selling it for $800, $500, $800. I mean, people have bought this. Market value for this we're about to give out is $800, right? Because we've sold it for that. And what we're giving away tonight is $800 value is our Facebook buyer script that we use to set. Today, we're going to set probably between 50 and 100 appointments with that script today. with that script. So if you're a realtor and you're listening to this and you are the ISA, grab that script. If you are an agency owner that you hired an ISA, show them, train them with that script. If you're starting your own call center, use it with the call center. It is probably one of the most valuable pieces of collateral that we have, our Facebook buyer script, with objections, with questions and variations. Not the nice, pretty paragraph that no one uses that. Right? The real one that our ISAs use and train on that has the different questions on there, and the hook and the close of the appointment and those all that awesome stuff. We're giving that away exclusively today only. Grab that link, use it, save it. Who knows if it'll be there tomorrow? I don't know. Probably not. Copy paste it somewhere.
Well, at least until Christmas. At least until Christmas.
Okay, that's true. Okay, so Friday noon it's gone. We'll take down the link. Because
hey, guys. Okay, so if you want the script, hashtag script or buyer script, one or the other, and we'll make sure that you get that. So Gus, I mean, that's an amazing amount of value. I think this is one of the areas where people really, really struggle, is especially agents, right? Like, the marketers is fine. I mean, like generating the leads that's the easy part, right? Like once you figure out how to do it.
Easy for us, it is the easy
as the marketers, right? As the agency owners, we can put these together in a systematic way, right? There's a little bit of tweaking and you got to make them better. Different markets react differently and stuff like that. And that's why the real estate agents hire us as the marketers to put their ads together, make sure that they perform, right? The real challenge comes when you get the lead, because a lot of real estate agents don't really know what to do with those leads, right? They're so used to converting because that's what they're taught, right? You and I even talked about this because you used to do, we were just talking about how you used to do training for KW, right? And you're focusing on your database and your sphere and all that's like, those are easy to convert.
Yeah.
We are in when you're generating leads on Facebook and you're generating leads on YouTube and Google ads, these leads are cold. They don't know you, right? So it's a completely different script that you get. You need to memorize this. You need to figure out the objections. You need to understand how to handle those leads and what it takes to convert those leads into an actual appointment. Because now there's a process, right? Lead comes in, you want to build out that rapport. Now you want to convert those into an appointment, convert those appointments into actual in-person appointments, and then of course convert them into whatever's next after that, right? So
yeah, absolutely. So that's a great point, Shane. And one thing, the way I lay it out for agents, when they work with us and they hire, Power ISA, it's particularly for a pay-per lead or even for a dedicated ISA program. What we're telling them is this, right? Your ISA makes that connection, whether it's a live transfer, whether it's an appointment, a phone appointment. They've done their job, right? That person is going to attend. If it's a solid one, they're going to talk to them. The agent still has 3 more conversions they need to work on. And they have to master if they're going to get paid from these. You call them cold leads. I call them unmet leads, right? They came in through whatever different channels, Google, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, it doesn't matter, right? These are unmet leads. They don't have no idea who you are probably, right? So to convert those at a high level, like you said, I always compare it to database and referral and recommendation. Typically, even a semi-competent realtor can convert those at 50%. Right? And if you're any good at what you do, got a little bit of charisma, 80-90% of those are going to work with you. Like 80 or 90%, you're going to convert into signed clients. Probably. In the unmet lead space, like converting them to appointment at a high level, 10, 15, 20% will actually ever meet with you if you really put the work in, have systems and process and ISAs and everything to convert them at 10, 15, 20% to appointment, right? And if you do long form, if you're more selective, you can bump that up to maybe 30 to 40%, right? If you really focus on the quality, that is, if you're doing an excellent job. Of those appointments, converting them into signed buyers, elite agents can do it at 20, maybe 30%, like the best in the industry, right? 20 to 30%. If you can do it at 10% rate, if you can get 10 appointments and get 1 client out of it, you're going to make a lot of money, right? So you're going from, it's a mindset shift. It's an expectation shift. You're going from 90% conversion to client to 10% conversion per client, and you're doing a good job. You have to have skill to get that 1 out of 10. So the first conversion is that conversion to appointment. You're on the phone with them, phone appointment or live transfer. You got to convert them into an in-person appointment, right? Shane, that's the first one. You got to rehearse, practice that, and understand that. The next conversion, the second one is, okay, you're sitting down with them. You got them to talk to you. You got to get a signed buyer agreement or listing agreement. That's a second conversion. That's a different game, right? You got to get them to sign on the dotted line. You got to have your scripts and your objection handlers to get them to sign. And the third conversion, the last one, and this is particularly true in this market, is if you're working with buyers, convince them to put in the winning offer. That's the third conversion. You got to convert them depending. On the seller side, there is a third conversion. It's a little bit easier. It's managing probably a bidding war, get him to close and focus on the best offer. That's a little bit easier in this kind of market. But right now, it's getting that buyer to win. That is a negotiation. You're not negotiating with the seller, Shane. You're negotiating with your own client that trusts you to take them to the finish line, right? Because typically, most buyers do not know what to do in that situation. They're not educated enough. They're not experienced enough. If you've been through 10 different bidding wars in the last month, you're like, bro, trust me, this is the offer that can win, has any shot at winning. You can't guarantee victory. That's another thing. Don't guarantee victory. Go, if you want to put a competitive offer, has a high likelihood of being accepted, it has to be like something like this.
Yep.
And be honest with them, right? This is what can win. This is going to put you in the top of the heap. And build that rapport and that confidence and that trust to take them there, right? So it's those are the three conversions from the agent's perspective, right? So I think we have to show empathy with that, kind of understand that, because some people don't even know that those exist, Shane. They kind of assume they don't even, and each of those has a conversion rate, by the way, for unmet leads. For referral and recommendation, each one of those boxes is 100%. Like, they're gonna work with you. They're gonna probably they hang on to dear life with you because sure, I'm gonna help you out. It's probably close to 100% each one of those boxes. For unmet leads, it's absolutely not. And that's where the skill, the practice, and the experience comes in.
Yeah. That's a lot of information.
Love
Thanks
it,
man. For sharing that. That's awesome. Yeah, really good. Hey, listen, Gus, we got to run here, but number one, guys, if you want the buyer script that Power ISA, this is the entire organization, the 85 agents that Gus has working for it. Gus has a massive business calling real estate leads. 85 agents. That's all they do is call real estate leads. If you want the script, hashtag buyer script. We're gonna make sure that you get that. Drop that in the comments. Gus, listen, I want to thank you for being a huge part of the community. Thank you so much for being engaged and helping the agency owners and people part of the academy inside the REMCM group. We really appreciate you being part of this amazing community and making it what it is today. And with that, huge, I hope that 2021 for you is going to be an amazing year. There's a lot of cool stuff. We talked about it on our last live. We got a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipe. We're gonna have to go live again inside the group here and talk to the members again. But happy holidays to you, to your family, everything. And we do wish you the best in the coming year for you. And again, thank you for everything you've done for the community. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Shane. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay. Take it easy.
All right, next on the agenda.
And we got another one? Oh my God.
We got a couple more here. We got a couple more.
Oh
Are we ready?
Exhausting.
Here we go.
What's next? Dude, I don't even know what the guest list is. I don't even know what the guest list. Oh my God. This guy.
This guy.
This guy.
Hey,
oh,
nice
wow,
shirt.
look at this. Whoa, what is up?
Nice shirt.
Hey, I like the shirt, man.
Me too. Appreciate it. I think it was a Christmas gift that you sent me.
What's it? Merry Christmas. Brett, what is up, my man?
Same shit, different day.
Oh, getting late for you, right?
Nah, for me, yes. It's 5:49 and
I think what is it? It's time to go to the barber or something, right?
Hey, that was today, man. Can't mess with the best hair in the game.
You're looking good, man. I wish I could look as good as you do every single day.
Hey, listen, I take pride in the way I look. That's about it. Right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I take pride in trying to look the best I can look.
Yeah. Guys, hashtag great hair if you think Brett has the best hair on Facebook. Because I think he does. Every single time, man, we get on a call. There's only been one time you and I got on the call, you had a hat on. Every other time, doesn't matter if it's like 8 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock at night, you are styled, ready to go and looking good.
That's it, man. My wife gives me shit because I use a blow dryer for my hair, and it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing my hair.
Well, buddy, it's great to have you on the call. Brett has been probably one of the Academy members. Everybody's added so much value, but Brett, like, we've worked with you. We've actually literally worked on strategies with you.
Yep.
You're part of the elite program now, where you're helping Academy members like level up their businesses, and really diving into what they're doing. You've been such a huge asset to the Academy, to the REMCM Pro. And the craziest part about it is, a year and a half ago, we had no idea who you were. That's that's like, I remember the day you joined the Academy, and I sent a message to Matt, and I said, "Fuck, Brett Rakowski joined the Academy.
Yep.
Doesn't that guy already have like 80 clients?" You can
always.
I was like, no, literally, like I was a little intimidated when you joined the Academy. I was like, what is he doing here? What's this guy want, right? But it's turned into such an incredible relationship, just getting to know you and working with you and being able to sort of tap into what and just sharing what you've been. Just such an amazing guy to work with for the past year. And we're so grateful to have you part of this community. So thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate you having me. It's been fun, right? Like, at that time I was looking, I specifically was looking for like onboarding help, right? Like, and that's essentially like, I don't know where I read it or something was like, oh, our full on onboarding process. And I'm like, I need that, right?
15-minute video with a form. That was it.
And that changed my onboarding process forever, right? Just that one little thing. And it was just a form at the time, right?
Yeah.
Just the fact, and I still use a lot of those same questions today, a lot shorter, Shane. Come on. That first one and the one that's in the course, that shit is long, but again, it's very detailed. But I still use the same questions, and I literally took that Jot form and used it in Jot form. The same one, didn't even edit it, nothing. I just said, all right, here it is. Let's go.
Awesome.
Right. Reworded some things. That was about it. But yeah. And that essentially changed. I don't want to say changed my business, but essentially helped change the business, and like the way that when I took on a new client and pushed them through, like, it just made it seem legit instead of like, hey, all right, so we're going to, what's this? What's that? Like, with real estate agents, like, they are 100% like go, and they think they need to be doing 10,000 things at one time. So anytime you can keep them off of a call, the better, right?
Do you know how that form came about?
Nope.
This is the story.
I want to hear the backstory. I have to.
This is the story behind that form. My first client, literally my first trial client, right? Who, so basically he was the regional owner of one of the companies here. And he's like, come in, do some ads for us. And, I really want to get leads for my agents. And I'm like, great, I can do it. I can do it all. I swear to God. Right. So I go, and so the first client I work with, I call him up. I'm like, okay, I need to know your median price point. Great. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Click, right? Write down the median price point. And so I'm starting working on stuff. Like, shit, I need their ad account, right? So I pick up the phone, call them up. It's like, hey, listen, can we hop on a Zoom? I need your ad account ID. I can't do it right now. Can we do it tomorrow? Okay, no problem. Hang up the phone. Literally 5 phone calls in the first day. 5 phone calls the first day. I'm calling this client, like this real estate agent, asking him questions, right? And after a week of doing this, it was like, 2 to 5 phone calls a day for the entire week with this. And I'm like, this is crazy. I can't do this for every client. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a form together because I know how to fucking build Jot forms. Just from like the previous thing. And I thought it was awesome, but it worked. Like, even though there's a lot of questions in that one, but even like questions like, I need to know who your admin was. You got to remember, when I was working, some of the clients I was working with were like entire brokerages. Right. So like, I needed to know who the admins were. I needed to know all the team members. I need to get your list of existing clients, like all of this other stuff, right? And so I ended up building that job form based on the 7 brokerages that I was working with. And that's how that came about, was from that 1 week of me calling this one client like 3 to 5 times a day.
Yeah. And so for me, like right off the bat, I always loved Zoom. So I always just jumped on Zoom and it was like, all right, let's go. Like, but again, that turned an hour and a half call into a 45-minute call, and now into 2 20-minute calls, right? Like, so yeah, it's one of those things like that at the time. Like, yes, I had this agency, I was doing and still doing things that I'm doing now, but like this community has really helped shape like just the connections I've made, right? With the new agency we started, Revamped Real Estate, on the YouTube side of things, like meeting Aaron and Karan through this group, and fucking Aaron worked for one of my clients at the time, Chantel Ray, right? I had no clue until we partnered together. And he's like, yeah, just work for Chantel. I'm like, what? No way. Right. And so, that wouldn't have come about. I've had multiple conversations with Ed and Aaron, who was on earlier. Gus, obviously, I'm partnered with him with our in-house ISA platform, and Austin from Lead Spring, like just everyone. I mean, there's been so many people that I've jumped on calls, and now doing the whole elite program with you and working, with the 10 agency owners that are in there, like just over the last year and a half, however long it's been, like it's been insane. It's been crazy. Right. And it's funny because you say that, and then when I got into it, I'm like one of my goals was I'm going to work with Shane and Matt on something.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, there you go. Look at you. Now you're wearing the t-shirt.
So Brett, tell us a little bit about your gift today.
Oh, shoot. We're talking about onboarding. So I don't even know how long the video is. I don't know. I sent it to Franklin already, like 12-minute video on my entire onboarding process, automation from
boom. Oh yeah.
Right. From the form to the 2 zaps. You get, like, I'm not showing you how to build it out, but what it looks like. And I show you like step-by-step of them. There's actually 3 forms. So I use Go High Level. So there's automation that you can build out, whether it's the Go High Level app or the HL Pro Tools Elite Zap that they created, that automatically creates an onboarding, creates a sub account with all your. I like the HL Pro Tools. I pay them for white labeling services on the like customer support, but they give you a Zap that you can even put like a Twilio API and all that. Like if you're someone that, hey, I want the CRM, like I'm going heavy in SaaS this year, and having that be one of my products.
Sure. Yeah.
I
think moving forward, it's going to be a big thing, right?
Yeah. I already I'm in the process of hiring Matt, who owns HL Pro Tools, and his team to literally build that all out for me, build the site, build like all the automation. So it's going to be, selling that. Like I think Todd Taylor spoke to him, and he's doing, I think like 10 or 15K a month just from Go High Level.
It's
right?
crazy. Yeah.
Just offering that. And so, having a conversation with Matt, it's all about like how to build a marketplace that I can get more customers, sell more, and sell them more often. Right. So you guys will get a 12-minute video breakdown of my entire onboarding process overview to the form. You can even pause the video and see what questions I ask, and just know that everything is automated through Go High Level, right? With webhooks into.
Well, here's a little kink in the whole thing, right? You don't get it unless you hashtag onboarding.
Hashtag onboarding.
Or Brett's got great hair. One or the other. It's either
I saw
hashtag onboarding
earlier.
Or Brett's got great hair.
I saw a comment earlier. It said Brett's gift is going to be his barber's phone number.
For sure. Hey, so it's funny. I was scared moving to Nashville.
No kidding, right? You had to leave your barber.
Bro, I had been going to the same barber for 9 years. The same one.
That's
every
wild.
2 weeks. The same barber. And then I came up here. I didn't get a haircut for like 2 months. I sat at nights like sweating. All right.
Looking at reviews.
Looking at Instagram. Sending him to my previous barber. He's like, no. And I sent him Alan. He's like, I think he's the one. And I got my,
you found the
one. It wasn't the haircut was good, was really good. it wasn't what I was used to because it was a different, like their styles are a little bit different in the way they cut. Now it's like I'm used to it, and to be honest with you, this barber versus the last barber I was just so comfortable with, and like I knew what I was getting. This one, my hair like I could go 3 or 4 weeks without getting a haircut if I wanted to. It just grows in nicely, you know. But that won't happen. My wife, I went today. I usually go on Saturdays in the morning. Like some pro was on talking about like, oh, I just don't have time. Like, no, I put it on a reoccurring task every 2 weeks, right? Like. So yeah, so
that's awesome.
But what I do want is I see we're lacking in some comments here. So what was the record when I was on
400?
Oh shit, we're not gonna hit that with only one more speaker.
300, maybe it was 300. I don't know. I don't
it
remember.
Was something crazy. It was 400. I think it was 400. We are on track. We're on track.
I was gonna say, hey, you only get the onboarding stuff if we hit 400, but there's not enough people on here today, so. I mean, unless somebody types 500 messages, let's go.
We're gonna be close. We're gonna be close.
Okay, well, listen, Brett, thank you so much for jumping on our Christmas special here. We, I got to say, we really appreciate you and all the value you've added to the REMCM group, to the academy, to the members themselves. You've been on Whiskey Thursday multiple times. You're helping us out now with the Elite program. We've partnered with you with that. You're always open for a phone call. Anytime that I've reached out, I'm sure I don't know if Matt's reached out, but I'm sure if he had, you'd be happy to help him out. We just, we're so grateful to have you part of the community, and I'm personally grateful to just, know you and have you part of my network. It's been great. And I just can't wait to see what we're going to be able to do here in 2021.
Yeah, it's going to be a game changer, man. It's going to be exciting. Like, going through this year, obviously everyone's gone through ups and downs. I lost like 2/3 of my business in 1 month and had to build it back up. But bro, I've had the best year that I've ever had this year alone, just from everything going on, right? From the new agency to just Optimized Real Estate in general has had the best year. We had 150% increase from last year, like during a global pandemic. But again, somebody said earlier too, like when, I think it was Kyrie, like real estate agents are realizing more now than ever that they need us more now than ever.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So 2021 is going to be game changer. For those of you that are going through lulls in your sales and stuff like that right now, know that it's the holidays, right? Like you're going to have tough November and December. But mid-January is always consistently, for me, the best. January and February are always my best month. So I'm super stoked, man. Adding some coaching into my agency with partnering with one of my sales reps, actually, which is a full-time real estate broker in North Carolina. So adding agency and real estate coaching together, there ain't nobody out there doing it. So
very cool, man.
So yeah. I'm excited.
Well, Brett, thanks again. Really appreciate it. I'm sure everybody that's watching tonight is just blown away by what you're giving away, and a little bit of a Christmas gift here to everybody inside of the REMCM group. Brett, happy holidays to you, man. I hope that you enjoy your time. You're a hardworking dude, man. I can never get on your calendar. It takes a week to get on your calendar. And it's which just means you're super busy, which is cool. But really looking forward to continue to work with you in 2021, and all of us, myself, I'm sure I speak for Matt, we're just so grateful to know you and have you part of our community.
Appreciate it. Means a lot for sure. Super excited. I'm stoked for 2021, man. It can't come fast enough.
Sounds good, man.
Love it.
We'll talk to you soon, buddy. All right.
Appreciate
Enjoy your night. Take it easy.
Take care, man. All right, you guys, we have our final guest for the night before we give our final farewell and our little gift.
Cheers. I stay green for a second. Okay. Stay green for a sec, but go ahead. Bring them in.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Here we go. Welcome, Ben and Connor. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Let's see those videos.
Farewell and our little gift. Cheers. I stay green.
There we go. You can hear it in the background. What's going on, guys? How's it going, man? What up? What's up? What's going on? I'm all green because Zoom hates me, and that's just how it works.
Right on. Are we live right now? Are we on the gang?
We are
Yeah, look
live.
at the-
We are live. What's going on, guys?
I hope you guys brought your oven mitts because we are fixing to drop some heat on here right now today. What is going on, everybody? Hashtag oven mitt. Throw it in the comments. We got to get to 400. Let's go.
I love it. I absolutely love it. You know what's crazy though? It's really interesting to see the two of you together.
Yeah, man, it's quite the story.
Yeah. I don't know if we have a whole lot of time to go into that, but number one, I just want to welcome you guys to the show. Thanks so much. This is last minute. We were talking to you guys literally last night, we're talking to you guys, and you guys are talking about sales. And for number one, for anybody that's watching tonight's Christmas special, if you're new to the group, or you haven't seen Ben Martinez Whiskey Thursday. So Ben was actually on, I don't know how long ago, I don't even remember what month you were in. We've done too many episodes, but Ben was on Whiskey Thursday. Ben is a rock star real estate sales guy. So you want to learn about sales on how to close more clients and just, master your sales calls with real estate. Ben's the guy to help you. Go watch with the Whiskey Thursday on our YouTube channel. You will not regret it. But we had an opportunity to talk to these two guys yesterday because there's been a big shift in their business. And we're like, listen, you got to come on our Christmas special because we're not doing another Whiskey Thursday for a couple weeks. We got one spot left and it's the last spot in the show. And we saved it for you guys to come on the show tonight.
We had to.
You guys are going to drop some insane value. Well, I don't know how much value you're going to drop, but it's just really cool to have you guys on because I know number one of the things that agency owners struggle with the most is their sales process. And it's always a huge question in the academy. Connor, you're obviously you're a testament.
Connor had the question.
Yeah,
right?
Connor had the question.
Hashtag
testament did it. It's like I can't close anything. it's like help
Couldn't
me.
close the door, man. Couldn't close the door. I couldn't close this notebook last year. Couldn't have done that.
Well, it's awesome. Thanks for coming on to the Christmas special. Really nice to have you guys here. And it's an honor to be, to have Ben on the show again. And Connor, you've had like a massive transformation over the past year. So really quickly, like in a minute or less, each one of you, give us a bit of background here.
All right, I'll do the first minute. So here we go. Rewind, a year ago. I come on almost exactly to the day. It's like within a week. I went on Whiskey Thursday. We got out here. I had started my agency about a year before that, grew it to 100 clients within 90 days, made some waves in the Facebook groups that I was on as far as giving away sales information, lots of people reaching out. And I just realized that was my passion. That's what I wanted to pursue and help as many people bridge that gap with agency sales, right? You can go get a lot of different sales courses, but none of them are focused on what it takes to either pick up the phone or run an ad and actually do a demo with somebody that's a client, right? So we go on Whiskey Thursday. Connor was in the audience last year, man. And Connor, just break it down, man. What happened?
Yeah, so I'm in the audience last year, right? I joined the group. I'm driven, man. I want nothing more in life than to have a highly successful agency. And so the problem is I'm working at the fire department. I got zero sales experience on how to work with people, talk to people, book appointments, close them, or anything like that, right? And so I was trying to figure that out, right? I was pretty active in the group, talking to people. I'm on every probably sales training you guys have seen on the internet, Grant Cardone, Belford, looking up every YouTube video and coach, trying to figure it out. And I'm spending $9,000 on ads. I spent 9 in 1 month, and I got like maybe 2 or 3 clients at like $1,000, right? So things are not going well. Matt connects me with Ben. And I actually got to kind of start working with him, which was really cool at the time because the guy's got a 7-figure agency. So I was just like, I just need somebody to teach me. You know what I mean? Like there's a way to do this, right? And so I get on there with him, and I'm telling him the objections I'm getting. I need to think about it. They need to talk to somebody else. They want to, they don't have the money, whatever it is, right? He's like, dude, I don't get any of those objections. And I'm like, dude, how are you even in this industry if you don't get those objections? You know what I mean? Comment in the comments right now what your number one objection is that you get, what your number one sales question is. Even if it's not right now, we'd love to try to help you out with that, right? So with that, Ben helps me out. He's like, I don't get any of those objections at all. right? And so he starts working with me. And really what it came down to is he just taught me the patterns. He taught me the skills that it took to close these people. When you follow the pattern, you're only going to get 2 objections at the end of a call, which is really a condition here. They physically do not have the money in their bank account, or they need to talk to somebody else, which both could be eliminated ahead of time, right? So working with Ben, it was just really figuring out those skills, right? So I want to run into, probably everybody's sitting here wondering what in the world we're going to give away, right? This is a good time to drop it.
Break it down. We're going to give 2 things away. We got 2 people.
We're giving 2 things away.
We got to give 2 things away, okay? All right, we got 2 things. So the most highly requested thing out of all the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that I've worked with over the years in sales, even before I started doing this, everybody wants to see live sales content. So that's what we're going to give you guys, okay? We're going to give away some live sales content, actual recorded calls of us doing cold calls, demos, and a couple of other things as well.
Before you go, are we allowed to give these away? We're not going to get banned on something for...
We got permission from everybody. We have been on a mission last year to get video rights and permissions from every single one of our happy clients that we ran demos with. We've got just so many objections and other things that are actually in real time recorded that you guys can see.
Okay, I want to do something right now. Sorry, Ben. I don't mean to interrupt you, but listen, we got a certain amount of people watching this Christmas special here, right? We're replacing this today, Wednesday, with our normal Risky Thursday. You guys are going to basically drop your sales recording. Now, this is the number one thing that the majority of agencies struggle with is their sales calls. Guys, we have a ton of people on this call right now. Tag somebody. Everybody knows, like, this is going to help agency owners. Everybody knows another agency owner. Tag them. And we've got 14,000 members. So they're likely part of this group, right? Just tag one other person and say, hey, listen, you need to check this out, because these 2 guys, Ben specifically, is a sales master. I'm telling you, go watch the Whiskey Thursday we had last year with him. He's a sales master when it comes to converting cold leads into an actual deal, right? You need to go watch that Whiskey Thursday. But these guys they're going to be sharing their live calls. Every single person that's on this call, you need to tag another person, only because it's Christmas and you want to help somebody. That's the only reason. Like seriously, right? I'm telling you, this stuff is gold. This is probably one of the if you're not getting anything else out of this call or out of this 2-hour episode of our Christmas special, this is one thing that is going to really help your agency here if you're struggling. So I ask you just to tag one more person, let them know, hey, listen, Merry Christmas. I'm tagging you because you need to watch this. Everybody needs this. Okay, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, Ben. I just want to make sure as many people as possible see this.
And please, everybody, please do that. We are going to give something super, super, super special away to everybody that wants to see it. So if you guys want to see it, post something. I think we need to get a sales hacks. We have a agency sales hacks is the brand. So we want to get sales hacks, hashtag sales hacks. If you guys want to see live sales from me and Connor in the moment, recorded, post sales hacks on the chat, and we'll get it to you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, we're literally talking cold calls. We're talking demos. I mean, we literally have people pinching us, people asking us hard questions. We're making it out of all these situations. I mean, we were able to travel to the world this year and record all this content. It was the one thing that I needed in order to figure out how to sell, right? They just needed the pattern. Once you have the pattern, it's super simple. It's really not that dynamic of a thing. And that's what we want to help get you guys. It's just the patterns you can do it over and over and over again and get the results that you finally that you want. Because it's the same thing every time.
Cool. Well, that was one thing. We did promise too. So real quick, Connor, what's the second thing that we're going to go away?
So the second thing that we're going to do is we are going to give away a 10-minute coaching call. We want to give you guys. Oh man!
We didn't talk about this yesterday.
Where's the gloves? We need the oven mitts. What's up?
So here's the question: how do we give it away? We want to do a hashtag, how do you want to give that away, Ben? How do you want to do that?
Dude, anybody that posts hashtag sales hacks is going to get a live content, recorded sales conversation in the moment with Connor and I. And you're also going to get a 10-minute coaching call with us, the 2 of us, just us and you, to ask us any questions that you want when it comes to sales, period. We're going to hold nothing back.
You guys are crazy.
Did we break 400 yet? Where are we at?
We broke 400. We broke 400 a while
Yes! What about 500? Can we break 500?
ago. I love it. I love it. We're at 410 right now.
That's
Okay.
right.
We broke.
So if they
I'm
want
sorry,
the
buddy.
sales
I'm
hacks,
sorry,
if they want the
Brett, but we had to
recording,
do it.
if they want the recording, hashtag sales hacks. If you want the call, hashtag 10-minute call.
There it is. There it is. Let it go, guys. Let it
Okay,
rip.
yeah, and you guys will be good to go back through the comments and pull people out. Awesome, awesome.
We're already on it. We're gonna pull every single one of you guys. So yeah, please.
That's awesome. So one more thing that we talked about a little bit yesterday when we were on the call yesterday. You guys want to do a live. You guys want to do a live training, right? We talked about this a little bit, right? Yeah. And so I was thinking about this a little bit this morning, a little bit last night, and stuff like that. Guys, let's do a live training on Saturday. Let's like you guys want to put together a live sales training on Saturday for people?
This Saturday.
What's the date? This Saturday, 26th?
The day after Christmas. Is everybody getting down the day after Christmas?
Who's down for a live sales?
You guys got to start hitting the comments, man. Day after
live
Christmas,
sales training this Saturday with Ben and Connor. Again, these guys are the pros when it comes to converting your sales calls into actual deals. These are the guys. I'm telling you, you got to go watch the Whiskey Thursday with Ben because he breaks the entire process down. I was thinking about last night when we were talking, right? Like you're like, well, how would we add a little bit more value and stuff like that? I'm like, hey, we should do like a live sales training where you guys come on, you break down your systems, you talk about it, essentially like a webinar, right? Like where you're talking about everything that you're doing. I didn't realize you guys give away so much value tonight, but that's three. So guys, you guys down to do that on Saturday?
On that, we don't ever know where these calls are going to go. You know what I mean? You get on there with us for 10 minutes, we might have to call somebody for you.
We got some people. Yeah, so we got some people here. Let's see. We've got Tom says sales call, hashtag sales call. We've got Franklin, oh hell yes. Eden, hell yeah, I'm in any day. Giovanni, hashtag sales call. Chris says Boxing Day special. I don't know if that means he's coming or not. But guys, if you want, are you guys down to do that on Saturday? I know it's kind of
doing it. We are so down to do it. Here's the thing. We're only down under one condition, all right? Everybody who says that they're going, show up. Because if we do a live sales call for you, a training, right? And we actually break down some live sales content that we have where you could see, I mean, in real time, it's one thing to read a script and say, oh, I'm going to ask this question to somebody. But then they ask you something else and you get pulled away from your script. But to actually see us stick to our pattern and how to build rapport with somebody, how to get someone like busting from their gut laughing, how to get people crying on demos, how to get people to overcome
crying on demos.
So, like, we have people literally crying, telling us their stories.
How do you get that? Should be your headline. How to get people to cry on your demos?
Tears of joy. Tears of joy.
That's it.
But guys, seriously, this has worked so well. The fact that I have gone from the stands to the stage in 1 year, it should be enough to make you be like, man, like, how did that happen? It would not have happened without that. The systems that he uses, the patterns that he uses in the sales, it's all sitting there in the recordings. And I just know how difficult it was for me. I know how much I wanted to be successful with this. And I want to give all that stuff to you guys. I want to help all you guys be successful because it has changed my life. I got to quit my 7-year career as a firefighter paramedic. We were just in Maui, and that's where you're actually going to see this call. We are in Maui, Hawaii in 2020, and you can see me book an appointment there. We have the demo recorded on the beach.
In the morning, on the phone, closing deals before everybody else has woke up on vacation. You guys gonna see that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because they're like way behind, or they're way ahead of time, or whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the day after Thanksgiving, 5:55 a.m. We're on a sales call.
Okay, so just to recap, because there's a lot of going on here, and I'm sweating just from the heat that you guys are bringing, right? But everybody gets a lot. Like whoever dropped the hashtag live sales call, right? Everybody's getting knocked. Live sales call, right? So you guys are live sales call. What was the other thing? Number 2. What was the other thing? Number 2. What was it?
So we're going to give away a live sales call. We're going to give away a 10-minute coaching call.
10-minute coaching call, right? So 10-minute coaching call. If you want the coaching call, hashtag 10-minute coaching call or 10-minute, right? Just so these guys know who to respond to. And then on Saturday, you guys are actually going to go through a whole training day after Christmas, you're gonna go through a whole sales training on what you guys are doing, what you guys are like, how you're talking to your leads, how you're talking, how you're closing deals and things like that. I don't really know what you're doing. I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna figure it out, and then we're gonna close more business. But that's you guys are that's crazy. Are you guys up to this? Are you sure?
We're up to it, man.
Oh my God. Merry Christmas, people. Guys, again, I'm going to say one more time here before we let Ben and Connor go. If you know of an agency owner that is struggling, that wants to just up their sales game, these are the guys to help you. Tag them down below. Just tag them and say, watch this. Right? We want to make sure that as many people as possible are getting as much as possible. And plus everybody else that's added so much value to this call. And then we've got Connor and Ben coming on here, giving away 3 things, a 10-minute coaching call for your sales process. That's insane. That's insane, right? Live call as well to break down the entire call, plus free training about an hour. What we're going to do, about an hour or so, 45 minutes, something like that. You guys, I know you guys are going to drop it.
If we say 45 minutes, we might go triple and just keep giving value, for an hour and a half. We don't,
You never know when we could pick up the phone and just start dialing people, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, dude. I mean, somebody might drop a phone number in the chat that we got to call real quick and lock an appointment for them. And I just want to say real fast before we jump off, I know we're getting ready to jump off here. My heart goes out to this group. This is the group that I started in. Had I never found this group, I would have never met Shane, Matt, Ben. You guys have changed my life. Gus, shout out to you, man. I love you. Gus's service is awesome. I have used it. I love every single person in this group, and I want nothing more than to help you guys like immensely, but especially close the next deal that you get on. And I promise you, if you guys check our stuff out and if you attend this free training, that is exactly what is going to happen.
Awesome.
That's it. I know we're jumping too. I noticed there was 2 comments, and I just wanted to reach out to you right now and just let you guys know. So there's number 1, Giovanni. Any sales trainers that have influenced my sales process? Oh my God, the list is too long to count. Zig Ziglar, Grant Cardone, Brian Tracy. Literally, they are all programmed into my subconscious. Eden, are we going to be touching on prospecting at all? Either way, that is the heart of what we do is prospecting. So don't miss it. We're going to do something super special and cover prospecting as well. All right. I didn't see anything else on there. If there was anybody else that has any other comments, post them right here. We'll get back to them after the video, even if we can't get to them right now.
So guys, before we let you go, number 1, Connor, it's been awesome to watch your success. And it's funny because you disappeared for a while, right? Like,
no hard feelings, man.
Right? You're part of the academy, asking tons of questions, and going through what you were going through and trying to build up your agency, and then you disappeared. And then all of a sudden you pop up and you're working with Ben here and just blowing up your agency, which is awesome. I'm so happy for you that you've been able to figure that out. And thank you so much for both of you, actually, Ben and Connor, for reaching out and wanting to add more value to, the REMCM group as well as the academy. We really appreciate it. Part of what we've done all this time, and especially, this is why we're doing the Christmas special, right? It's just like reaching out to everybody that we know, using our influence to be able to influence other influencers to come in and add value to the group and to the members that are part of this group. And we just really appreciate you guys, coming on here last minute, because we were talking to you guys last night, literally last night, and willing to, come in here and add and drop some value to the members here. We really appreciate that. And Connor, thanks for being part of the academy and supporting us, for the past couple of years. So
you guys have my full support, man.
Yeah.
I want nothing more than to see everybody in this group make $100,000 more than they did last year. You know what I mean? But seriously, love every single one of you guys. Whatever we can do for you, please let us know. Keep dropping those hashtags, keep dropping those comments, show up to the training. We're giving the content away, and can't wait to help you guys out.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, huge Merry Christmas to both of you guys. And I hope that 2021, I hope you guys blow up. You guys are awesome. And you're again, you're genuine guys, and you're just always bringing the value here. And again, anybody that's watching, if you haven't checked out Ben's last Whiskey Thursday, which was about a year ago, go check out on YouTube. You'll find it. It was fire. It was really, really good. So, and we'll see.
You got me here.
Yeah,
you got me here.
That's right. And we'll see you guys on Saturday then. That's what we're going to do. We'll go ahead and drop a post inside the group tomorrow, just to let people know and get, anybody else that wants to join that. So with that, guys, thank you so much. I'm Matt. Anything else you want to add?
That's good. Thank you guys so much for being on.
Thank you,
guys. Absolutely.
All right.
Have
Merry
awesome
Christmas, you guys.
See everyone
You
else.
guys.
All right. So with that, we are concluding our Christmas spectacular inside of the REMCM group. Shane,
Grinch.
I know we talked about providing, something ourselves. So what I've decided to do is that if anybody would like to speak with Shane one-on-one for 1 to 2 hours, what we're gonna I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I can't do that to him. All you got to do is message him on Facebook. You'll probably get it. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to throw out the paid ad plan. This is a Google sheet that I had put together recently, talking to a ton of agencies in the space, finding out, who's killing it, who's not, what are the people who are killing it doing in order to grow their agencies. You guys, so many of you who are actually crushing it are running paid ads. So what we put together was a little goals sheet with paid acquisitions analysis. So whether or not you're running ads currently or you're not running ads, it's still going to be helpful. Basically, you're going to be able to go in, fill in the blue spaces only. Tell the sheet how many clients you have, what's your average retainer, what's your setup fee, your average retention, and your goal, right, for annual revenue. Punch that in. It's going to give you what you need to get on pace in order to hit your goals. So it'll tell you, how much you need in monthly revenue, what your monthly retention goal is based on your annual goal. It'll tell you how many annual clients you need. So basically, if you're trying to make 450,000, you need an annual required 105 clients, right? 105.9 really. But basically you need that many clients based on a 3-month turnover rate. So if you have a 6-month turnover rate, that's going to change it. It'll all be in there. You can punch in the numbers. Then if you're already running paid acquisitions, you can punch in, your last 30-day appointments, your last 30-day METs, your last closed in the 30 days, and the amount that you spent to get there, and it will give you the average cost per appointment, MET rate, your set rate, your closed rate, your return on ad spend for a client over the lifetime, the return on ad spend for a client in a month. It'll give you all of that. If you guys want that, hashtag calculator down below in the comments, and we will include that in the email that's going out. Also, Shane, are you able to drop that link? Do you want to take the chance? You want to drop it? See if you can make it happen? I put it in the chat there.
No, but I've seen it over and over again inside of the
I've got it pinned from someone else right now. If you just want to drop it so that you can be cool as well, that would be fantastic. But also, this wouldn't be possible without the Academy. So we do appreciate everybody who's currently a member. And if you're not currently a member of the Academy, please go check out go.remcacademy.com. Check out the webinar that we have there. If you're interested in running an agency in the real estate space, we know that this can really help you big time, help you go to the next level, understand the real estate agent or understand real estate agents, understand the real estate space, and really just blow up your agency like so many of the other people that have been on here today. So again, that is kind of what makes all of this possible. So if you're involved and you're not in the Academy already, we'd encourage you to go check out the webinar, see if it's a good fit for you. We'd love to have you in there. But again, thank you so much for everybody's on today. Hashtag Shane's nudes. Shane, are you sending those out again?
Is that what I posted? One of my nudes? All right, guys, listen, Matt, first of all, number one thing, you're the one that put all this together for the Christmas special. Unbelievable. Huge hashtag to, I don't know, whatever, like, thank you, Mr. Grinch. Whatever.
Hashtag Mr. Grinch. Make it simple.
So Matt put all the effort here. He invited everybody. He put all this together. He put all the links together, worked with Franklin to put the landing pages together, reached out to everybody that was on the show tonight, adjusted the schedules and everything. Like, this was a lot of work to put together so that we can bring all this value to the Academy. I had nothing to do with it. Unbelievable work, Matt. You did a great job. For all the people that are part of the REMCM group and all the Academy members, we really thank you for the support in 2020. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. I mean, that's just the truth. Yeah, we put in a bit of work and we do what we do, but the reality is without the members of this group, without the members of the Academy, without you guys supporting us, we'd never be able to do what we're doing now. So thank you so much for everybody. We wish everybody an amazing holiday. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope that 2021 is an amazing year for you. And for you, Matt, it's been a great year. Thank you so much for being such a great partner. It's been awesome to work with you. And yeah, we'll see you guys inside of the group. And thanks everybody for tuning in.
Absolutely. And lastly, before we go, big shout out and thank you to Franklin, who has helped on the back end and putting all this stuff together as well. Franklin's one of the unsung heroes in the background here that helps us keep the REMCM group and course running. So big thank you to him. Lastly, if you guys have not already, go to that link that is pinned, xmas2020.remcacademy.com/Rudolph. And that is where you're going to get all of the gifts that all of our guests have so graciously given to us. So make sure you check out that link, go there, click that, sign up. That's going to be up for the next, I think 48 hours, right, Shane? Yep, that'll be up for the next 48 hours. So through Christmas, we hope that you guys get a ton of value out of it. And if you've enjoyed this, then be sure to check us out on Whiskey Thursday. But otherwise, thanks so much. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you soon. And I cannot shut this off in Facebook, so I'm going to have to shut off the Zoom, Shane.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Merry Christmas.
Take care, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.